And now he put on his little Snapchat today that he was out there hospitaling again. And I just responded. I said, don't you guys actually pay people to do that? I didn't get a response, so I imagine he was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's new with you, man?
Not a damn thing in the world.
Yeah.
Well, not entirely true.
Other than just getting
that got finished
blasted.
yesterday.
God damn, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's just so used to being the standard response because there usually isn't anything going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Asshole. Got the fucking skin for that. I can't do that shit. Too fuzzy.
Oh no, there's definitely.
I have laser hair removal system. I have the super fancy Sephora laser hair removal thing. We can get rid of all your hair if you want a big tattoo. So I bought it. I bought a $600 laser hair removal system because same thing. I didn't want like to do certain tattoos. Granted, I ended up not getting fully blasted with tattoos, but
hair grows back in. You can shave it again. Like I said, I got the hairy chest. That was the first thing that one of my best friends said. Is like, "Don't you have a hairy chest?" I'm like, "Yeah, razors exist."
It's one of those things I want to keep up on. I really got one of the back things for my back, and I probably use it like twice a year.
Anyways, welcome to episode 39 of D&D on a Whim Oceanbound.
Good time.
As Doran has rejoined us, or will be rejoining us in game soon.
What's up?
Other than that, Ela will be here shortly, just finishing up with being a professional job haver person. You know, it's one of those things, just taking their time getting here. It's fine. But we will get started nonetheless. So, charter. Charter goes there. Chain Deer is currently sleeping. He is currently sleeping.
What are these dudes?
Crew?
Yeah. No, but like, what are they?
The Warforged guys.
Oh, Warforged.
Yeah, I just painted them because instead of having three of them that looked that way, I painted them and wrote their names on them so you guys can kind of tell which ones are which.
I just haven't seen these before.
Yeah. Oh no, this is one I've had for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
So we're using. And then I had like that Warforged, and I took and made that one there to match, or to make it to where I have the Bard one.
Yeah.
So I made him look more bardic. Not that it really necessarily looks more bardic, but it's like at least I just wanted them to be like noticeably different where you look at it and you can tell that they are
just gonna say he looks into deeper. Which is
that's all we need. That's everybody there. We were ending off the day last week. We did our first day through wildspace. We ended off in a shopping moment. So I don't know if anybody thought over the week on anything else that they wanted to purchase.
I did.
Huh?
I did.
You did?
I did.
You did.
I thought over the week of stuff I want to purchase.
Cool.
Of at least a thing.
Cool. Because that was why we left off there. Also, because Jesse's coming back, and you have options of things that you could also purchase if you want. Don't need those, don't need that yet. Set. But as you guys are on the deck, speaking to the Dowar. What was it? I'm trying to remember their names. Little penguin guys, yep. While you're doing that, you kind of come to, not really sure where you've been. You're in your captain's quarters. You know that you kind of got pulled away again, that same thing where you just kind of collapsed in, and you were in the depths again. And spoke a little bit as we talked with your god. And then as you come to, and you've got this book in front of you that looks kind of like your Book of Shadows, but it's just more enhanced and it's barnacle encrusted, and you can see it almost seems to like drip with black ink. Every page just looks like it's freshly written in black ink. You kind of just put it away and you get up and you'll walk out onto the deck of the ship. And there are some traders on there. You're seeing these little penguin-looking guys, and they're just discussing different wares, doing some purchases. They are on, I want to say they're large. I'm pretty sure they were a star moth. Yeah, they should be a star moth. And then you've got, there's their large ship there, and you guys are kind of just like floating alongside, sharing a giant air bubble. And then on the other side of their ship, kind of to the front, there's just a big turtle ship. And you're watching a couple of people going through and trading. Give me a just an intelligence check. Just be your, or you can be history, I guess. 18. You're noticing that the crew of this turtle ship looks like the Faceless that you dealt with back on Dragon Guard Isle. The exception, standing over here, kind of like on they do some like runners and some planes and stuff like that, and people walking by. Some are kind of drifting in between ships. For the most part, you guys have gravity planes overlapping, so they're just kind of running some trade goods around. But you'll notice that there's a Shadar Kai who looks familiar, and it's Grel Victal, who was the tattoo artist on that island, is also there picking up gemstones and doing things like that. But when you come out, yeah, you just, door opens and you just kind of walk out on the deck, and that's what you see.
What's the fuck?
How are you? Yeah.
Fine.
Well,
Are
I
you?
was actually asking how you
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It's clearly cold.
Yeah.
Fucking frozen, guys. They refuse to like turn the heat up in my office, and I'm the sorry son of a bitch that has to go and grab all the locks off the trailers. So, grab the frozen metal that's been sitting on trailers all night.
Good times.
It's great.
Yes. So Norin walks out onto the deck. Looks like Norin. Only exception is you'll notice that probably
He has 4 more tentacles.
on his side, probably like in his belt, he's got that very black-looking spear, or spear. And you're also noticing he's got his little grappling appendages. One of those little appendages is kind of just is wrapped on holding that spear, like clutching on it for dear life, like it's the most important thing he's ever seen. Aside from that, looks just like Norin.
You don't see Hila, but you see a UNT in Hila's clothes standing out in front of you.
And then many a Dowar on the ship. One of them will look over to you. Is there anything you are looking to trade? If you have Wes, if you are looking to get rid of anything you don't need.
Some stuff I can upload. Are any of you interested in a run of the Pet Keeper +2?
No, I have one better.
Oh, no, thank you.
I suspect that he's looking to get rid of 1+2. Yeah, better one.
Probably.
Because you have that and you have a +1 too, right?
Yeah.
It's the very pretty ones that we
I don't know if
gave.
there's anything else you want to get rid of offhand. I thought I would give you the opportunity before we ended these guys off, though. I was like, you're coming back and they're literally in the middle of like a encounter with some merchants who have some pretty good stuff. So, depending on what you want to get rid of. Now remember, depending on what you want to do, you could effectively use the Rod of the Pack Keeper instead. But you'd have to get rid of the Cloak of Advanced Protection. So do you want your +2 to AC, +2 to saves, or do you want +2 to your spell DC, +2 to your spell damage, or spell attack?
Can't make any damage if you're dead. That's the way I see it.
Let's get rid of the +1 for now.
You want to get rid of both?
No, just the +1. Because I have two of them, I still have the +1.
Well, remember the spear is technically is like a Rod of the Pack Keeper +3. So it's not exactly, so it's different. So that's why you could do it would stack, but it does give you the whereas the Pack Keeper gives you the +2 bonus to attack rolls and the saving throw of your spell DCs. The spear gives you +3 to attack rolls and +3 to saving throws. So you go crazy and stack it, but then your armor class is gonna dip a little bit.
More of that glass cannon thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the armor. I'll just get rid of the +1 for now.
They will give you 300 gold for it. You guys had halfway talked about maybe doing something with the slippers of spider climbing, horseshoes of speed. Do we want to get rid of those and possibly get something else? At all?
Thought we decided that we were going to hold on to them and try and use them to get like raw materials once we reach college.
I'm not beholden to doing anything with
Oh,
it. Whatever
how
we
are-
want to do sounds good to me.
How are we on potions?
As far as
Our own, like
the
ourselves.
ship has 15 healing potions.
Yeah, the ship has, for the crew. I just mean individually, personally.
How much would they get at graders?
I have 3 regular healing potions.
Yeah, I have 3 regulars also. But I used one of you, I think, actually used my grader on me.
But then you found something else, which actually, potion of healing greater.
Consumables have that weird other pricing.
I got it written down, so I don't forget. I just have to find where.
Did you want something to drink to?
I have one more on deck, so I'm good right now.
That, Jesse.
Potion of greater healing is 175 gold. Superior healing is 500 gold. Supreme healing is 1,000 gold.
Proud of those things, aren't they? Dang. Proud of them, aren't they?
It's 1,000 gold, but 1,000 gold gets you 10d4 plus 20. So, in theory, it could give you 60 hit points. In the right circumstances.
Right circumstances. If your dice are cooperating with you.
Exactly.
There's certain things you can do that negate the need for that. So
Superstitially, I found D4s roll better when they're together. You roll one, it just kind of it's sad. If you roll a bunch of them, they just better.
they average out. Even average for that is still 40 hit points though.
Not bad.
So I mean, it's good for one action as opposed to average for a potion of healing, which is going to be 6 hit points. So I mean, at your guys' point, like, does the 6 hit points even really slow you down?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, wait till I get it all mounted. It's so much work to do, but we will have a bar shortly to hang out at. He's gonna go spend a couple $100 more.
Just.
And that's before stock.
Luckily, you got some friends.
Yeah.
Just not that dough ball that shit got me in trouble.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Overdid it?
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Did you do the dough ball and Bailey's?
No, I did. No, because we were out and they were gonna have charge for the Baileys. I was like, no, I'll just do a double shot of the dough ball on its own.
There's a place that had it?
Yeah, Finish Line. Yeah, they had it sitting out. They were doing like a promotional type thing with it.
Yeah.
Did it chilled. Just sat there and had that, but then on top of all the other drinks I had, I was gone.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. So, yeah, does anybody want to buy any more potions or anything like that? Remember also, and it's not necessarily for your crew, but depending on what you're doing, Donatello did just, you watch them literally just bring a crate of healing potions and a crate of antitoxins over. They're all loading him with gemstones. He's also looking like he just bought a bunch of inks and herbs and all kinds of crazy random stuff.
I don't know what treasury we have on the ship or what we're splitting or what we're doing, but as far as personal finances are concerned at this point, got a whole lot of nothing as far as tattoos are concerned. So I wish, but no gold anyway. I've got diamonds. That's
He actually prefers doing those.
right, except we can use diamonds to bring someone back to life or give ourselves a tattoo.
It's a little trick, guys. Because we'll go up to them. Penguins.
Yeah. In the door.
Still, asking about your rings. You have a ring of regeneration.
That one I'm going to have to roll for.
Holy fuck.
But there is a chance.
Those are up there.
Oh, it's not too up there. It's not crazy. I mean, you read it, right?
Yeah, it's not insane, but it's still
It's still something.
generation.
Yeah. On these guys, this is that one. So, yeah. We absolutely do have a ring of regeneration for you. Is that something you'd be interested in procuring?
Indeed.
That would cost you these guys. You would be looking at 60,000 gold for one of those.
How much? Tell me about it. How much does it regenerate?
While wearing this ring, you regenerate, or you regain 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes, provided that you have at least 1 hit points. If you lose a body part, the ring causes the missing part to regrow and return to full functionality after 1d6 plus 1 days, if you have at least 1 hit point the whole time. Of course, if you have like a stump or something, like if your arm gets cut off, you hold it back up, it'll reattach. It's not like healing per minute, well, but it's
Per
like
second.
like every single round healing. But it's one of those things you get 1d6 every 10 minutes, so it's
Turns you into a
not
lizard.
insane, but it's beneficial depending on the situation. If you're stuck in a situation where you don't have a healer, and you're going like, okay, cool, let's take an hour down, I can add, 66 healing, it's very beneficial, but in combat it's going to be not quite noticeable.
Do you have anything that does it per round?
No. Not really. The best thing you're going to be able to get with something like that would be... how would we go about that? Because you're looking for something like the regenerate spell, which is going to give you, it's still, even that is a 7th level spell. When activated, you gain 48 plus 15 hit points, and then for the duration of the spell, the target regains 1 hit point at the start of each of its turns. And it lasts for an hour. That's a spell you get a spell scroll of. Aside from that, let's look at our healing tag. See if there's anything else that's really going to stand out. I have the wound closure, but that's just really going to keep you alive more than anything else. Yeah, not really much. It's going to do more than that as far as healing goes, other than potions. Necklace of prayer beads. They absolutely have a necklace of prayer beads that has several curing beads on it.
What does that do?
Cure wounds 2nd level. Once per day. Per bead.
How many beads?
If you want one that's just curing,
There's multiple beads on it. However many beads you can afford.
he has one that just has three beads of curing on it, and that's all it has. So cure wounds 3 times per day, but it requires attunement by a cleric, paladin, or druid, which none of you guys are. But he doesn't know. You can always get it and give it to somebody on your ship, but you have people who would qualify as able to use it.
What about the Secret Keeper guys? Do they need something like that?
They're the ones that were on the, or the Faithless, you mean?
Faceless.
They're the ones on Donatello.
I'm sure.
And they were just doing the tattoo and healing potions.
They just acquired a shit ton of healing potions and stuff for tattooing, and spent lots and lots of money on things for that. You've looked at Mickey, right?
Recently? Not recently.
Have you looked at Mickey or Muck?
I'm gonna pull.
Just at their inventory?
I'm gonna pull them up.
Because it's just hilarious. Some of you guys are just like, oh, we're super broke, not doing anything, super broke. Mickey's just like, cool, I got this coffer, I guess I'll just start buying stuff.
Right. Except that's the thing, is they're elsewhere. And yeah,
Well,
we can
you
go
went
to them.
you went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like, oh, he's like in front of you, he's just like, how much? Okay, here you go. Here's 50,000 gold. Is that what you want for the crew? Oh, here's this, here's that. So
Yeah.
did you look at his inventory? Oh. Like his new toy.
Holy fuck. Yeah. That's awesome. Good for him.
Spent a little bit of money.
Good for him.
Still has a little bit too. That was just
A little bit.
his officer cut.
That's fucking awesome. That's
He's
ridiculous.
got to become legendary.
That'll do it. God damn. We have a paladin, boys and girls.
Yeah, nothing else you could think of.
Shit.
Is that where they are? Is on the other ship?
Mickey mucking them. Yeah, they're on Betty White, getting it all decked out to go hunt down Black Betty that took off.
Ramland.
We're still obviously fucking off doing.
What were those 1,000 gold P potions again?
The 1,000 gold piece, that is the potion of supreme healing. They do 10d4 plus 20 hit points. That's one of these bad boys right here. Lots and lots of healing. But not bad. Is it a little lost there? Sitting weird, but one of the big healers. Yeah, so you got those. You also have superior healing, which are 500 gold piece each. That's 8d4 plus 8. And you have greater healing, 44 plus 4. Those ones are 175 each. And 50 gold piece each. You can get potions of healing, 2d4 plus 4.
For the superior?
The superior or the supreme?
Supreme.
Supreme. So 4 supreme. So 4,000 gold. Yeah, that's it. Trade you that.
I'm fucking up, man.
What?
Because they're all like all in like the thousands and shit. I just sold that rod to get 300.
That's, Alex has what? 0 gold?
I have 0 gold.
Yeah, but you've been spending like.
I
Yeah,
sold
that's-
one of my magic items, and then somebody on the ship loaned me, or gave me, 300 gold
Yeah.
so that I could get these potions that I wanted. Because they'll help us plane shift more accurately. And that's the whole reason she bought them, but she's like, fuck, I don't have enough money for this.
Yeah.
0 gold pieces. I just have things.
Right.
So you got shit to pawn, basically.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But even not really.
But not really, because everything that she has, she wants to keep.
Oh, yeah.
Or some of it, like literally, you could try to trade it off, but
It'd be not the best idea. Depending on who I gave it to.
you guys also have a globe of air.
Where did I find that? How did I put it on here?
Wait, do
What are you looking for?
What does the little bear do?
Healing, superior healing, whatever it is.
Have you typed in, like, if you open
just
it up
manage
into,
inventory.
yeah, manage
It's
inventory,
exactly what it sounds like. It's
and
what our
type in
level
healing,
level
you
is.
should see it.
It's a
Under
There's a lot
limited
more
time. I
potions
forget what
than
it is.
healing.
It's like 120
yeah,
days
type heal,
before it goes
and it'll pop up.
foul.
Supreme is
Yeah.
green.
factor time after that
No.
it becomes poisonous.
He bought the purple ones.
Oh,
So
shit.
He bought the
Superior? Or supreme?
Supreme.
You bought the purple ones. Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some good ones.
Those are ones that are going to bring people back. Which is good, because you guys kind of run around with no healer.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what he's thinking.
Yeah, I've had too many close calls already out here, guys.
You can always bring your healer with you, but then you're just risking them getting ganked as well.
Killing the healer. Yeah.
Yeah. But anything else that
We can
anybody
bring
wants to
Muck
purchase
with
while
us.
you're here?
I'm okay with
I can forget. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, would
Yeah.
you like to sail the Astral Sea, friends?
Yeah, I'll come along with you. That's fine.
Why don't you go up?
Wall of Thorns in space.
Have you looked at Muck?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Here, let me hold all your shit for you before you go.
His little barrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty great.
Remember how you climbed the little barrel to sleep? Muck? Yeah, now he climbs in the barrel and it's a 20 foot by 40 foot tall cylinder inside there. It's got a tree in it. He's got all kinds of like hammocks and stuff hanging from the tree, all kinds of like mold and everything all growing on the inside of this exponential space.
Open space. extra space as well.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
But anything else anybody wants to purchase before these guys head their way?
No problem.
Or anything anybody wants to sell?
Already done more stuff.
I think that on your plus two. I don't see anything else.
Do you have any celestial clutch necklaces?
Hold on a second.
Oh, that's the hand. That is going to be very unlikely that they have that on hand. It's very, very no.
I think my strength is up at the top.
They do not.
Okay.
And if they did, I don't think you would get low point.
Call back.
There. They'd be charging about the same price that the other guys were charging.
Which is the reason why I only have the 3-finger variant.
The strength is max. Someone down on con. Dex is at 14. My low point is my intelligence. Both intelligence and wisdom. I only got like 3,000 gold.
Holy crap. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Never mind. I apologize. I thought this thing was on my persons and stuff. Scroll down too far.
What are you looking for?
I just saw that potion of frost giant strength. I thought that was.
It's on the ship.
Yeah, I just.
So I mean,
scrolled too
that's
far.
the
I thought
stuff
I had it. I was
you
like,
guys
wait a minute.
can sell off if you want, or you can use it.
No, that's why I was asking him.
Yeah.
Slight one.
And it's temporary, so it's consumable. It's nice, but yeah. Well, then they will split off, and they will head away.
Bye, penguin guys. Those guys were cool.
Donatello is kind of here with you. So, do we just continue to follow you on to Clockwork space, or is there somewhere specific you want us to go?
Are you are a full crew?
We are full crew.
If maybe you guys potentially explore a little bit.
I'm willing to keep exploring.
I have it on good authority that there are a few places of interest that we should check out. Depends on what you all feel, but if we could go to the first Elzer or Grasping Hands, there are great treasures at either of them. Or the Wisher's Vault is another.
I mean, we'd be willing to go near any of those spaces. Don't know much about them, but we could navigate to somewhere if that's what you want.
The first Elzer has many earth elementals, fire elementals at war there. Mostly I think there is a great artifact there we could put to use. Upon many other things, it's another place in space that I'm sure lost things winds up. But for potential extra things, grasping hands or the Wisher's Vault, could be the most beneficial for everyone?
It's up to you guys.
What
We're really willing to go anywhere and investigate, but
what do the Azozi think about the spaces?
The Hadozi wouldn't have any of those specifically marked. They are aware of them.
No skulls on any of them?
No skulls on it. Grasping Hands, the First Elder, and the Wisher's Vault. They don't necessarily have anything set for.
Grasping
but,
Hands is right next to Clockwork.
Grasping Hands, the Wisher's Vault, and the First Elder. There are some notations on it, but nothing too crazy. They don't know much about it other than that it's out there. Yeah, I mean, we'd be willing to go wherever. We have a regiment, we have a ship that seems functional, and we have the capability to get there.
Anyone have any opinions? The amazing thing is that we can keep in contact, and if or when you get to your destination or you need help, we can travel to you.
Give me a religion. Are you trained in history? No. So let's see. Oh, your religion. That's good. So I thought.
24. Wait.
22? So you would know Grasping Hands and the Wisher's Vault are two divine dominions that are set up and basically controlled by elder demons, devils. Grasping Hands is the dread domain of greed, and the Wisher's Vault is the dread domain of envy.
Is that okay for me to write that in?
Yeah. Yeah, do it however you want. You need a pencil? Yeah. Yeah, the map's yours. You guys do as you want with it.
You could lick it if you want.
You could. I would recommend you not.
The Wisher's Vault was.
Wisher's Vault is envy. That's the place that said that every wish that never came true, every unanswered prayer, everything like that, people who just want for more, gets lost.
It's trapped there.
And trapped.
It's a dominion of sin.
Yeah.
One of the 7 domains. The envy domain.
7 deadly domains.
Yes.
And then Grasping Hands is greed. But yeah, so that's what you know about that. Other than that, you know, earth and fire elementals
Duking it out on a
are
body.
duking it out on the first elder.
So just in that, then I mean, it's probably easy.
I think really holds.
That
And
would be
then,
like,
poof, there we are.
not just like teleporting back to the material plane.
If you are teleporting into wild
Right.
space, or
Through it, or near it, or
No,
around
you
it,
can
over it,
go-
or under it, or any sort of preposition.
I mean, teleportation always has ways.
Or I'm sorry, no, that's Lust.
Except
Sorry, the Halls of Beauty
wings
is
that are
Lust.
circles.
I hear you. Teleportation service.
Rage space.
If we
Is
are
wrath.
in it, yes.
Halls of Glory, that'd be Pride, right?
Yeah, Pride is the Halls of Glory.
Might not be able to get to them. Might get on somewhere
Oh,
else.
I guarantee you, after a few
And like you're kind of
seconds,
sitting there looking at this map,
we will
and
get
just
there. I can cast it.
knowledge is coming to you. You're not really
Even
quite
if we
sure.
mess up once,
And that's Wrath.
we
Yeah.
will get there.
Drift space down by where your pencil is Sloth. Drift space. Drift space is fun. So rage space, it's kind of like its own area of space that can exist in wild space. It can exist in void space or in open space. It's just it's a domain that moves around. But when you enter into that area, people succumb to their rage, and crews have killed each other and just lost their minds and just battled it out. And then sloth space, or drift space, which is the divine dominion of sloth. A lot of times people just kind of give up. They just kind of float in and then like into that area, and they're just like, cool. And they don't need to eat, they don't need to drink, they just kind of sleep and lounge about, and the ships just drift, stop moving, and people just stop. And then, yes, gluttony.
Does not sound terrible.
There. That's
Detail.
where the treasure is.
I'm sure there's lots of treasure floating around there.
Mhm.
Let's just
But
get into it.
It's not succumbing to the laziness. That is the
Just-
trick.
You're gonna get there and
That's
not
the
care about the treasure like anybody else. You're like, oh, cool. Go
So
feel
those are the 7, right?
Also, I'm sure the sardines are probably guarding it or something.
for that exact reason in this space.
Can go in there and murder people and take their things.
Avarice is greed,
Just
or
not
is
sensitive.
envy.
We are the space pirates, except
Avarice
we're
is
not
greed.
pirates, we're good.
Right?
We're
Yeah.
good sardine
Avarice
lovers.
is greed.
Smell it.
There were just these.
That's my impression of them.
Smell it.
I don't know what they were from, but I just remember there were these really cool like painting things that have those on there, and one of them says avarice on it.
They do different things. And some people also say that instead of wrath, they put like anger. But anger is an emotion. Wrath is acting upon that emotion.
Yeah.
So I've always preferred wrath because the sin is to act upon your emotion, not to have the emotion.
Still in theory. Now you're just getting into theology.
True.
Many priests would argue that you have the thought, so you're a sinner. Ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
But yeah, so there's those that you know about, and you know about all of those if you wanted. He specifically mentioned 2, but you know about all 7 of those places. But you have Donatello here, and Ulrich, the captain, is just like, we'll go wherever you want. You just have to let me know where you want us to start heading. We can get there, and Grail can message you when we arrive.
Personally, I feel like the first elder has potentially the least amount of threat to you all to enter into that space, whereas the others can be personally tempting and overpowering. The first elder, if you keep your distance,
Yeah.
should be okay.
It is vanity instead of lust, wrath,
So-
sloth, gluttony,
Not like an
avarice,
elder
which
brain
is
thing, is it?
greed. Yeah.
It is said
It also says
that
vanity instead of
I
lust.
mean, that's the
but-
same problem that the black
Take
lady
it.
has.
no, it is said that this creature, this
I like the idea. I mean,
Husk
lust is the
was
effect of deadly sin.
the father
Because
of
you can be
Inks and
vain
Ogrework.
and not necessarily.
Those are supposedly the first
but it's a cool
fire
take.
elemental and earth elemental. They are the great titans of the planes. This body floating in the astral sea is said to be the father of them.
Grell, the tattoo artist, Black Cloak. Say, and of course, remember, he does not look the same at all. He's got like, he's got a big shield. He's got half plate on. He's got this like flowing black cloak that seems to just kind of wrap him in shadows. Big amulet, and he's holding this. He's got the foil that just seems to lightly smoke. He'll say, honestly, I mean, the meld space, from what I've seen in the books and looking through over the past couple of days, is kind of like an eternal battle zone between earth and fire. Whereas these dominions of sin are dangerous on the inside, there's less likely that it's sparking out. The meld space isn't a dominion, it's not a zone, it's more of something adrift, so it can affect, if we get too close to it, they could, you know, somebody could see us and try to take our ship, something like that. These dominions, rage space and sloth, or in drift space, probably not the best, but the other ones, I mean, we can get in close, and as long as we don't enter into the domain, we can get close and you guys can go investigate. Just depends on what you want to do, but as far as danger to the ship, I actually think meld space would probably be the highest direct danger to our ship.
To the ship's outside, actually, since it's still. Well,
not to mention just the traveling through, I mean.
grasping hands. That is the first one that could potentially have some items of import to my person. So Wisher's Vault is a little more mysterious, but I am really curious about it.
Bet you there's some cool stuff there.
The thing is what you would have to consider when you go to these places is how well you can grapple with your own innate inner demons. As much
I can grapple well, very well. Very good at grappling.
Like you said, with your inner demons is a difference.
Oh yeah, I wasn't listening that far.
That's your outer demon.
You can grapple the outer demons, not a problem. It's those inner ones. They're the ones that you're battling in these
I could
places.
grapple them perfectly. I don't understand what the issue is here.
Well, you go to grasping hands.
Right.
Suddenly you start thinking about what your allies have and why is it that they should have it and not you, things like that.
I'm not so worried about that space because it has some things that I want. None of you have something I want.
It's not just those things, it's anything.
Right.
Just see this little twinkle of blackness.
This might be best if done on its own, rather than as a group.
I mean, most of these kinds of sounds that way. But
Just
I trust you all.
need to remain pure of heart.
It's not a matter of trust. It's a matter of, do you like this button on my jacket?
Fuck no.
But if you have even the slightest, oh, that is pretty.
Buttons are so tacky.
It's an example. Why the fuck does he have to? I want it. And you come in here and try to take it. There's nothing you can do to stop yourself. That's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I can defend myself against that.
Totally not worried about the buttons.
I'd use this as an example.
Oh, you don't have any of these fine seals.
I might want that.
What if this looks like something? What if you?
Norton, you can have this anytime you want, baby.
Wow.
And so we are stuck at the same question.
You have 3 specific options you've offered, but we could always try to go and get more information, more allies. We were briefly told that you guys had talked with some void spacers.
Yes, if we are,
Yeah, those guys.
if we find any Zrao floating as if, we can turn them in
For money.
into void space
For cash and prizes.
Void Harbor.
for prices.
Cash and prizes.
I mean, we could always go and check out the Void Harbor. We could go to Sigil, let you guys check out some of the bigger cities. We could go to the Rock of Brawl. We could go to Dodekaleshtial. We could go to Chronosphere.
One of our original objectives was the Clockwork.
Well, you guys are going there.
So that's where we are going to get a
You
crew.
guys are going. We're just saying that right now we are stopped in space. We are following you to go there, but I don't know why. Unless you just need
Send
an
them off somewhere
armada.
else.
But
No, either.
we're set up now. We took the time we needed to get both ships furnished. You've got this necklace that lets you teleport, plane shift effectively. You can plane shift to Betty White, then plane shift back to us. So because she can just bring you back and forth, keeping both the ships together when we could go somewhere else
It doesn't make a whole lot of
doesn't
sense.
make a whole lot of sense.
Unless we are going to war as an armada.
You also talked about bringing us back to the material plane. From what we understand, we'd have to go to prime space, and that could actually get us back into our world.
You could go to prime space, or if we could try and find you a place in Hyzeris as well.
We could go to Hydros. We could always just go. I mean, if you wanted, we could go through. We can go to Hydros. There's a lot of opportunity there. We could also. You discussed with us being able to be submersive. We can literally just go and find a color pool and go into the plane of water and start exploring. I mean, really, anything is an option.
I said we're wasting our abilities by being all bunched up here.
Can we check out the Wisher's vault?
That's what you guys want us to go. That's fair.
Let's do that.
I feel like that definitely has a high potential for finding some cool stuff. Anything that you've ever wished for.
Probably a lot of risk.
Anything that anyone's ever wished for. I can only imagine some of the shit either you've wished for.
What are you talking
Could you?
I could.
I don't think
No.
I could.
No, I couldn't. But we're gonna go this place and find out. Maybe.
Maybe it's very simple.
I am young yet, and my imagination is not quite as bold as some of my people.
Looks like a salad.
Tomato?
Lettuce.
All right.
Yeah, they will start heading off towards the Wisher's Vault. So, Don Shell breaks off, heads towards the Wisher's Vault. And you guys continue on couple more days through wild space, and then a couple days through open space, and you'll be in the Clockwork system.
Clockwork space.
So, Nora's back.
Good.
Welcome back, Captain.
What happened to you?
No, wild space happened to me,
A lot of stuff.
unfortunately.
Died a couple times.
This is not my favorite place to be in the astral sea.
In fairness, we could also head towards the Warlands and just keep killing you. Take all your stuff off.
Till
Send you
someone
off
gets
there to
ready.
die.
Except I will never have my body back unless I'm true resurrected.
We can get you a nice,
You can say-
similar elven body.
I
A
don't want
facsimile.
another elven body, I want my body back.
Okay.
Well, at this point, that seems that there's definitely a lot that I feel like that has to go into that because
Speaking of-
like it's definitely not here anymore.
Speaking of bodies, did we ever clean off the bottom of the ship?
We did, yeah. It
That's
took
some-
us a while.
Yes. You finally figured that one out. Yeah.
Yeah.
As we're floating back to the
She
ship.
went over and did some stuff, then they were floating back, and they
It's like
realized
the-
it was the spot. It was the bottom of the ship.
Nobody said shit.
We told Void Spacers, we were like, yeah, we just acquired the ship from the
Like-
Hada Z. They're like, yeah, right.
Traded.
Looking out going,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Acquired it,
So
right.
that's how these things are acquired. Okay. All right, we got it.
Good to know, good to know.
So that means, Jesse, I need you to roll me a d20.
Welcome back.
yeah, let's not fuck it up.
It's not so much fucking up. It's just, what adventure are you sending us on?
Something that's rated at 8.
8. Roll me a d20.
Okay.
Yeah.
20.
Roll 20. Okay. Interesting.
Sorry, guys. If it sucks.
It's good. It's good. It's
If it's
good.
good, I'll
Yeah.
take credit for it. If it sucks, yeah, my bad.
We've all had our chances at, or a shot at doing something cool. And it's always interesting.
It is going to be interesting for sure. But you guys. Oh, did you give Norin his book?
Yes. Yeah. You got a book.
Kind of.
A tome of leadership and influence.
There's something else we were holding for Norm that was fucking with the crew.
No, you already sent that off
That-
to him.
Okay.
That's what that is on his belt.
Hi. Keep that fucking thing.
The voidy blackness pokey thing.
Yeah.
Is that an elder spear in your bucket, or are you just happy to see me? Nice. Nice. Perfect.
You're a plus 10,
1 million.
or are you plus 10 with? So your strength is wait. What's your strength?
20.
Okay, so it's 5, and then so your strength carpentry is plus 9.
Yeah. My strength skill check is plus 9. Just my raw strength is 20, so plus 9.
Alex, do you have charter?
I do not. I have chains or.
Do you have charter in your extras?
I believe it is. Charter. Yes.
Do you have? What is his nature? You should have a skill in nature towards the top.
Plus 8.
And then, do you also have? I think you also have Venzus, right?
Yes.
What is her medicine?
11.
Cool. That makes this Fair. Ooh. Fun. So you get your book. And it's still relatively early in the day. What do you guys want to do throughout the day?
So, get to reading.
Zuet.
What was it?
Tome of Leadership and Influence. I gave him mine. I'm just kidding.
That's something we need to
Yes, you need to spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days, or if you are studying the book and practicing its guideline, and then your charisma increases by 2, as is your maximum for that score.
2 on top of the max, or it would just put me at the max?
It can bring you up to 22, since you're at 2 now. Yeah.
I will add that.
Just don't click it yet. Like, put it in your inventory, but as soon as you equip it, is when it's going to adjust you, so you're not going to be able to be there. It is early in the day though, so just through the day. Well, you put it on your character sheet. Just when you hit the little box to equip it next to it, just don't equip it yet. But you can get 10 hours today in on it if that's all you want to do.
Yeah.
Anybody want to do anything else throughout this day as you're traveling through another day of wild space? About halfway through wild space today, in theory. Or no, I'm sorry, that was the
At
first
the
day.
end of the day,
You're just
right?
a little bit. At the end of the day, you're thinking you're close to about halfway through your travel through wild space, maybe about a third of the way.
Who's gonna be hanging out in the front?
Just watching. Should go by. Join it.
I was kind of.
I'm just gonna be
what
mucking
Barris
around
does,
tying stuff
well,
down as much as I can, fiddling with stuff and tying stuff down, waiting for wild space to hit us.
After doing the rounds, says hi to everybody who's awake for the shift. Hila will just kind of find a corner and look like she's reading, but she's gonna look through Sun's eyes as he just kind of explores. So he's kind of using him as a sentry because I'm sure he's just checking shit
on
out.
the ship, yeah, just kind of doing his thing. Yeah, he's just kind of chilling on the ship at this moment, hanging out. Wild space and flipping, and he's just like,
Yeah.
he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need to go and get killed and come back as something else. But yeah,
He can be a fairy dragon.
that's what he wants to do.
It's almost what happened to you.
Pretty much.
How did that happen to
It's our first trip through wild space.
Surprisingly, it happened before I blew up a ship that we recovered. I died on the ship, came back as a snake. No, came back as a Vidalcan. We came back to the ship. We said, hey, we really want that ship. So I went into the nebula again, and I blew myself up to push the ship out. And while that was happening, I died again, and I came back as a Yuan-Ti.
What are you going to take?
Snake person.
Big
Like
giant snake person.
Kind of like Kanan, yeah.
So yeah, so she's a snake lady.
It's horrible.
So, good luck for you.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to lie to me, no. It is fucking terrible.
Looks like more reptilian. Look what Norn's doing himself. Maybe he likes it. Who knows?
Right? Lost my ears. A little pissed off about that.
The night passes by.
Where are you gonna hang all your earrings?
You can add
Well,
four,
is it-
or
is it
add
just
8
attached
more
to
hours
smaller things?
because you don't need to rest. So it's 18 hours on your book.
Jesus.
That's some aggressive reading.
Right.
Mhm.
It's 40 hours, right?
48.
48.
48.
Bold it.
Yeah. Damn.
It's gonna be a big book, man. So I can tell you, right now the way I read pretty fast. I can kill a book in a couple days.
As you move along on the second day through Wildspace, is there anything in particular anybody would like to do?
I'm just going to keep doing the same thing that I was doing yesterday. It's just paranoidly kind of just bumbling around the ship and making sure everything's not going to fly off and kill us.
I'm just buried in the book, walking around.
Speaking of books, so your Far Scribe, you have their 3 names and Laura Quinn written in your book right now, but do you also have your page of the protectors?
Oh.
So you can add 4 names to the book as well.
Do they have to write them, or do I do?
They have to, yeah, a creature can use an action to write its name in your book. They have to willingly write their name in your book. You can have 4 people under Gift of the Protectors. It's listed in the Book of the Depths. It'll say, Gift of the Protectors, a new page appears in your Book of Shadows. With your permission, a creature can use its action to write its name on that page, which contains a total number of names equal to your proficiency bonus, 4. When any creature whose name is on the page is reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, the creature magically drops to 1 hit point instead. Once this magic is triggered, no creature can benefit from it until you finish a long rest. As an action, you can magically erase a name on the page by touching it. So if you want, you can just put your own name in it, and that way you just keep from dying once a day. Or you can have other people's names in it, just depending on what you want to do. But
Yeah, the 4 of us will come to you guys and keep it from dying.
Your book will keep us from dying?
You guys did when you guys wrote your names in it before.
well, before you got to send messages to them.
Oh. Yeah, it's cool like that. It does fun stuff like that. Especially if you don't wish to die again.
Yeah, this was been a bit held for a while ago.
I apologize. Avgufa and I were having a heart-to-heart.
Avgufa? Like your tentacle god of sorts? So were you like
Think of it as they were
in your pajamas and you were discussing
I mean, I wasn't going to say it.
boy problems, or were you telling each other what you thought of one another? What kinds of heart of heart?
I'll just keep that to myself for a while.
Okay, alright, okay, alright.
Let your mind wander.
It was pajamas.
Sure it was.
My white pajamas with the little octopuses all over them.
So cute. Alright, I'll put my name in there. What happens if my name changes at some other point?
At what point you're no longer Ela? Now you're Ela the Great Lizard.
Yeah.
Elves.
So do you become
There you go.
the Great Lizard of some other name, and then you're no longer Ela?
It is customary for elves to change their names as they mature and they outgrow the stages in their life. At least among my people.
Right.
Kaket is a family name. Ela is a name that I chose for myself. what it's meaning.
That's pretty cool. I didn't get to choose my name.
Golrak? You did not choose Golrak?
No, I mean it's awesome, but I did. It was given to me.
I was going to say it was a really great name.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, but I definitely was given my name.
I was just curious. It's not like it will happen immediately. I was just curious. She'll write her name, Ela Coquette, in your book.
I don't know. The order of operations. I have several things that will keep me from dying as well, including disintegrated or stuff. I don't know if I could write my name in your book if it would come first.
You could use that with it and not have to destroy
Right.
that. That goes, oh, can't do it again until tomorrow. But that's everybody. All four of you would be able to do it.
Right.
But it would save you from having to literally just have one of the fingers on your legendary item just.
It is your call. It's not.
All right, fine.
And you can see where I've read on the page exactly what it does. You know, that's for the
And he has
section.
his name written
Yeah.
across the top of it.
I
Underlined.
appreciate you sharing.
Yeah,
it with
really.
us.
I was about to say, during this time, Gornak would have already just done it. Just taken his name in there. Or scrawled some kind of mark.
Yeah.
Just like that. That's me.
I'll write the name next time.
Quiz?
I mean, Quiz has always been skeptical, and he was the only one who didn't get thralled last time, so. I guess I respect his decision. But also, it doesn't affect me at all.
So you write down things, doing more. You said you're just going to bury your nose in your book?
I'm sorry?
Just bury your nose in the book for the most part of
Yeah.
the night? About 6 hours in the day. So you can mark 6 more hours off.
Oh shit, it's a fan.
We stop moving.
So that's 24, so you're halfway done. You guys are moving through, and you see this tiny little nebula off to the side that you guys are going past. Yeah, and you're going to see this little thing. It's just this swirling pink and green and purple and blue, like mist. It's just kind of swirling there. It looks like it's just kind of getting smaller as you guys are going past it. Like it's just disappearing.
Does it look the same as the other wild space nebula that we see?
Yeah. I mean, you guys, in wild space, you see wild space nebulas about. And you're primarily going past. But you just, this one you notice it. I mean, it's off at a distance. It's just kind of getting smaller. But like as you're going through, you can tell that you're kind of passing it. It's getting smaller. And then suddenly it just expands. The ship slams to a stop. And just all around you,
That sounds like super dope.
entire area is just, you are trapped in a sudden burst of an explosion of a wild magic nebula coming into being.
Oh, fuck a duck.
Fuck, how do we get that unlucky? Who
Okay,
rolled
so-
this?
Roll a 20 for the DC.
I believe that was our captain.
Motherfucker!
Captain Cubs Bangers, we're
Oh,
going.
Jess, I'm sorry.
We're going right for it.
Nope, he rolled wild magic nebula, and for the DC he rolled a 20.
No!
So you guys are caught in a sudden burst explosion,
Motherfucker.
and you are in a sudden burst expansion, and you are caught pretty much in the dead middle of it. So, as this happens, you guys are wrapped up in a wild magic nebula. What would you like to do?
Oh, yeah. I think Have Goof was calling me. I gotta go.
I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing before, but grumbling and cursing and much more frantically, just trying to batting everything down, putting all my magical shit away. It's like, nobody touch any magic shit. Talking to you, Ela. But everybody.
Remember, surges were happening outside of magic.
They
as well.
happen no matter what. If we're here, every single one of us are going to start triggering magic.
But they absolutely happen otherwise too.
Mm-hmm.
But that is very true.
So, what we're going to do, what we have here is so I have crew. I'm going to roll for the crew. We have the captain. The captain is going to make a charisma vehicle check. You'll have a +9 because it's your charisma, which is currently +5, and your proficiency bonus because you are proficient in vehicles currently. So you have +9. We're going to be the bosun is going to be making a strength carpenter's check. Just trying to again batten things down, make sure that the ship is set, that the sails are pulling, and that you are naturally and not just trying to magically pull yourself through this nebula. I've also got the quartermaster, who is going to try to do a half arcana, half nature, just an understanding of this to try to see if they can't help navigate to the quickest way out. And then the surgeon is going to do everything he can to try to keep everybody alive and counter as much of this surging as they can. Is there anything in particular anybody wants to do outside of that?
Is this kind of like where you could mentally move yourself through this space?
Yeah, I mean with the spelljammer can,
Yeah.
and they can do that, but they know that their connection's still there, but it was briefly interrupted as you guys this wild magic surge just kind of like jostled them, so they can do that if they want to. You're going to attempt to try to, in theory, get out of here without necessarily triggering that, because spell jamming through a wild magic nebula can be an issue. You did come across a ship that was in a spell jamming thing, and it was all covered in paint, and there was nothing that all the people were gone. So, granted, there was a bunch of paint all over the place, so maybe they just got raided by by space clowns.
Damn space.
Or maybe a wild magic surge popped and the entire crew turned into paint and just exploded. Who knows? But a spell jamming through this is probably not the best idea, as it will 100% cause at least one additional trigger.
Right. But I'm saying when Norn and Gulrak first got pulled.
Oh yeah, you can start. Once you exit your area, you can, but there's no air outside of there, so you'd have to get an air bubble or something like that, or be holding your breath, and then you'd have to exit your air bubble. The nebula is still moving through here, but while you're in there, you have a gravity plane. Once you exit the gravity plane, you can kind of just move free will of your own thought.
That doesn't work in a gravity plane.
Not so much, no. Not quite the same, because the gravity plane kind of holds you there. If you're just adrift outside of a place with a gravity plane, you can then move yourself as you will.
Well, Ela's gonna blip Sun out.
Okay.
And then go to where she's spread out. Because one of the main issues the first time we encountered one of these things was that we were kind of close together in tight spaces.
Okay. Well, then let's start off with our first check. Hopefully our last check. As we all roll d20s.
Who's rolling what?
So, Jesse, you've got a +9. You're doing your captaining, doing the charisma vehicles. He's doing bosuning. He's at +9. You've got a +8. We've got a +11. What did you get?
Nice.
15.
26.
Also 26.
Nice.
14.
Not a total failure, which is good.
But a failure, I'm sure.
Well, so a
But
total failure is
definitely
fun
not a
because
success.
everybody surges and then we restart.
Oh, great.
It's like everybody
But-
starts, we all die.
That
Fall into a separate astral dimension.
So, let's see how this
I mean,
plays
this
out.
was a CR20, so I mean,
Not a CR20.
DC 20.
DC 25. He rolled 20 for the DC.
Right.
So, it's fine.
That's how it goes.
Welcome to D&D.
That's why we use the dice.
Yeah.
the challenge it just gets boring.
That's why we're here.
So I need each one of you to roll percentile real quick for me.
Great.
38.
66.
79.
Just bound and determined to be the freaking lowest roll of Bucker today, too.
You said
38.
38.
66.
79.
29.
Okay. So that's our initial. Quiz. That'll be fun. 6 bumps up here next to you. So that's 6 bumps. Ela with the 66. Up to 3 creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage.
I did say that I was trying to get away.
You don't have to, but it's up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you. So
I can just shoot lightning into the
and you
air.
can just kind of let it off
If
so
you
it
need-
doesn't.
if you
But I
need
need you to roll one more time because you also dismissed Sun, which was still magic.
As part of a spell?
Just
Getting
that's-
rid of something
getting-
magic?
Getting rid of him is still triggering a magical effect of a spell.
54.
Roll 5d6 for me.
I think it is fireball or something. 5d6?
5d6.
Do you want it totaled?
Total.
23.
You cannot get drunk for 23 days.
Oh, do I add that to the last amount? Because I'm pretty sure I still
Mhm.
have days of not being able
Yeah.
to get drunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sucks.
Jesus.
That's a fate worse than death.
Yeah, 23 additional days you cannot get intoxicated. Gorak, 79.
Yeah.
Illusory butterflies flutter in the air around you. They're illusory though,
I'm swatting it.
so they're
I'm
not
swatting
actual
it.
butterflies, which means that they're not going to trigger anything.
Cool. I'm just swatting at some butterflies because I like
Norn, 29. You teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see. So you just kind of blip. Okay. That is the start. Now. Real quick, let's go to quiz. Quiz. Roll me percentile 6 times.
That's a lot.
58. 19. 82. That's 34.
That's 30.
That's 30. There's number 76. 91. And 65.
Perfect. 58.
Black
Um,
Ops.
One of the flumps looks like he is slightly on fire. 19. Grease is underneath flump. 82. One of the flumps moves erratically. One of the flumps starts glowing.
Pile of goo or something?
They look kind of like squids.
I was going to say, it's like floating kind of squids.
Elo's gonna shoot a flump.
So yeah, that's what you can change when you're getting shocked. Flumps.
You are vulnerable
Could
to
have.
piercing damage for the next minute.
I didn't even think of that. I should have. But after the fact, now that I see what's going on,
What's going on?
I need to kill the flumps because they're gonna cause more surges.
Yeah, but attacking them is going to cause.
Not with mundane weapons. My pistol and black powder aren't gonna do anything.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all that. So we're good. You have charter. Roll me one roll with charter real quick, just percentile.
Sorry.
Roll what?
Roll me percentile with charter real quick. He's actually going to need 2 because he triggered one initially.
44.
44 and a second.
What's a double zero count?
100?
Into. So.
Oh,
then 4.
just
No,
04.
04.
I thought you guys zeros on both dice.
So 4. He can see invisible creatures.
It's like there was kind of panic in your voice.
It's like,
it's like 100?
Because
Oh,
100
God.
means he triggers it every 6 seconds for like a minute or some shit,
No,
doesn't
that's
it?
all 1 to 2.
Oh, okay.
It was like
100 is you regain all expended sorceries points, but that's different because they're not all sorceries, so it's all expended spell slots. So, but he doesn't have any expended at the moment necessarily. So he's good. Pick one person from your list. Gorek. Pick one of your extras. We're gonna just go through the list and see what everybody's surge is as well.
Cargo.
Cargrim?
Yeah.
Perfect. Give me percentile for Cargrim.
$79.
79. Butterflies come out along him too. It's kind of funny because you guys are both here. There's butterflies just
It's so crazy.
around both of you guys. Pick one person from your list.
Adam,
Adam. Give me percentile for Adam.
95.
Okay. Pick one person from your extras list.
Sentinel?
That works.
D20?
Yep.
Plus the
No, D.
No, sorry, just percentage.
Percentile.
percentile? 80.
80 percentile. Those are your butterflies. 79, 80.
Cool.
Butterflies. All around.
That's fine.
Pick somebody other than Charter from your list.
Beetle.
Beetle. Roll me percentile.
Here's my other dice.
75.
75. He starts glowing bright.
That roll. Enter.
Torek, pick another one of your guys.
Let's go with Ballbrick.
Ballbrick.
53.
Ballbrick. Give me 5d6. All four Ballbrick.
Back there.
For 15 days, he cannot get intoxicated.
Nice.
So you have a dwarf who can't get drunk for 15 days.
Feels pain.
So
Is that one of those things does he immediately realize?
nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Because I feel like that would be kind of weird where you're just like, you feel this effect, you're like, what the fuck? Immediately start like chugging some wine, like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
Kayla got it for me as a present.
That's cool.
Left at the house, mighty.
All right, Alex, give me who's next?
Bareth.
Just Bareth. Give me percentile with Bareth.
29.
29. Bareth blinks, teleports to another location without any major harm.
This is Bareth, right?
Yes, it is. John, who's next?
Instant.
Instant, absolutely. Give me percentile.
28.
Okay. Little twinkles of cold and fires, kind of just little sparks. Kind of, you see these little like crystals of ice dancing around him, little sparks of fire dancing around him. Jesse, who's next?
Ventus?
Ventus.
That's our medic. Be careful.
82. Okay. Chris, who's next?
That's butterflies.
General.
It's close to butterflies,
One
too,
over
but it's not butterflies.
69.
69. Just disappears. Everybody in the tavern.
And I hope they're going to be able to come back. Because we spent a lot of time getting this crew. They're all just disappearing right now.
You're also invisible.
Eventually.
Some people just go invisible.
I definitely think they're just going.
Changer. 79. Butterflies.
79 is butterflies. 0.
It's like 89.
89. Become invisible for the next minute. During that time, creatures can't hear you. Just 0. Who's already invisible goes invisible, and now you can't hear him. Like, what happened? What's going on? And then now you can't hear him. So she made everybody go invisible, and then he made himself go invisible as well, and muted himself. And lastly,
so if you're invisible, can you see other invisible
Mizrael.
people?
No.
Mizrael. 96.
96. Cool.
Yes.
You say that, don't say anything after it. That's what I know. Fuck.
I mean, it doesn't actually matter because it's stuff that I have to notate, but that was relatively inconsequential.
Yeah.
You guys didn't.
I fucking say so.
Nobody died. Everything
Nobody
was set.
fireballed the ship.
Nobody fireballed the ship. Nothing major, but a lot of invisibility, a lot of butterflies, and everybody became. There was so many of them that became vulnerable to piercing damage. So it's like, okay, cool. Is something going to happen with that? But no. So with that, you guys managed to get through with minimal issues.
Holy shit, that could have been so much worse.
Woo! However, you do lose half a day's travel. So you'll need one additional day to get through
Wild Space. Fuck Wild Space.
As you have to kind of, all the crew comes together and you guys kind of try to get the sails going and just manually try to drift out of this thing and go through that. And during that time, some flumps appear and each of them surges, and lots
Ela
of
would have
these
taken
things.
some fucking bullets and just been like, no, fuck these flumps.
Well, most of the flumps like will immediately just kind of drift off and go away from the ship.
Oh, okay, good.
So once they show up, there's like nope, and they just go away.
Yeah.
They're seeing all this surging and stuff going on, and like nope, and they start moving away. So
Not playing.
you can make some attacks if you want.
They're smart enough to get out of there, so that's fine. As long as they're not chilling around us causing more shit.
You know that with dragon blood, exerting yourself can cause surges as well.
Yeah.
You didn't have to necessarily use magic items or anything like that, but just physically exerting yourself could cause it. So
Doing the attacks was doing it, yeah.
So you're not, even if it's not magic, you never know. Plus also there's like gases and stuff floating around in this nebula.
That was the fun part about blowing up Donatello and myself.
Yeah. You did blow up yourself a little bit. But you managed to survive the expansion of Wild Magic Nebula, and a Wild Magic Nebula basically formed around you. And you got through it. Is there anything else you guys would like to do through the rest of this day?
That was incredibly
Discuss about-
unlucky and simultaneously really lucky. That is what turned me into this creature. That type of
Whole
thing.
situation.
So really, you rolled a percentile and changed races? Oh, okay.
No, I rolled a percentile, died, then had to roll again for what I was reincarnated as.
Oh, shit.
Twice.
Okay.
2 times.
No. There's a number on there where, yeah, it'll just
And then you had to roll. And you
kill you, and then you're immediately reincarnated.
I got Vidalkin the first time and then Yanti the second.
Oh, the dog would have been so bad.
They're both fucking terrible. What are you talking about? I'm not happy with Isaac.
Oh, no, that's right. I started it.
You started as Vidalkin, but you're no longer.
Yeah.
But there's still some semblance of you being Vidalkin below. Like the top of your head kind of looks Vidalkin, just the bottom where it's kind of tentacled out and stuff looks not as much.
Actually, as I'm increasing in levels, it's the rest of these not starting to look good.
Yeah. Starting to look, yeah. But there's some semblance. If you really look, you can tell that there's that base of Vidalkin in there. Anything else that anybody wants to do for the rest of the day?
I'm just going to go back to the vehicle.
Cool. You do lose half a day, so that's about 8 hours. So you could get 2 more hours in. Unless you want to try to read this book while traveling through the nebula as opposed to trying to pilot the ship out of it. It is a magic item that you would have to be trying to trigger effectively.
Captain.
Because while you're reading it, like there's a magical flow
okay,
back and
I
forth.
see what you're saying.
Too. So you can get 2 more hours outside of the nebula, which brings you to 26 hours today. But you guys have some more continuation. Throughout the night, you can do 8 or more hours. So that's 34. Okay, you're at currently. On waking on the next day, traveling through wild space. Chris, go ahead and roll me a d20 and see how we get through this.
No more wild magic nebulas, please. Don't do
There's
that
not
again.
whammies.
7.
7. I thought I was going to hit another 7. Okay. Hit me a d20.
DC.
9.
9.
Yes, 9.
No way.
Not too terrible.
I think it. I'll take not too terrible, because I have a tendency to always be getting us into trouble otherwise.
Fucking death tyrant chasing us down. That was fun.
Whew. Yeah. Running.
Lots of running.
Last week, yeah, we had a beholder ship chasing us. It was fun.
It only had 9 beholders in it.
No, only.
Somewhere in that zone, anyway.
Just.
Yeah.
2 beholders. You rolled a 9.
Right.
2 beholders against the 3 of you guys was a deadly encounter, but you had the whole ship.
So you just ran from it.
You guys ran.
Fucking yes.
Yes, we did.
This guy's like, let's go check it out. Are you fucking kidding me?
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, take a look.
Disintegrate, maybe?
We're already in the astral plane. You might as well.
Telekinesis into space and then disintegrated? None of that sounds like a good time.
Charter. What is his wisdom score versus his intelligence score? Don't mind me asking real quick.
What is this one? Sorry.
His wisdom score?
+2. It's 14.
And what's his intelligence?
20. So +1.
Okay, so it's 3 less. So 5. Perfect. On this day of travel, as you're going through, Chris, give me a D4.
Four.
Okay.
Don't die.
You die.
No, I said don't die.
Four was the dead one.
You immediately die.
4, yeah, you had a 1 in 4 chance. Sorry. No. I was just thinking what it was. As you guys are moving along this day, you will start noticing that frost shards are kind of forming on the exterior of your bubble while you're traveling, and some of them are just coming in and smacking into the ship a little bit. Nothing too crazy. But, is there anything you guys want to do initially before we do just a skill check to get through the wild magic storm?
I would say reduce whatever means that we have been trying to physically propel us. If we're going to get into a storm, I don't want us to have our sails up or oars hanging out or stuff flapping about.
Quiz isn't still invisible.
No. Sorry. It was just for an hour. Or 10 minutes or whatever it was. This is the next day.
Is it all like we're going through the storm and it's hitting us, or is it from all directions?
It's kind of, as you're traveling, it looks like it's kind of forming on the exterior of your bubble. You can't tell exactly where it's happening. This is only going to happen for a short period of time, but you can't see exactly where it's going. Just seems like there's this wild magic storm that's kind of manifesting in conjunction with your air bubble. So maybe there's just a large cloud of cold that you can't really make out. Who knows? But either way, it's causing frost shards to form and shatter into your ship. You could completely try to stop and see what happens, but this is going to be incredibly consequential.
I think that's a bad idea.
This isn't a nebula, right?
No. You're not really noticing. I mean, every once in a while you'll see there's like the nebulas, and sometimes there's just like kind of a minor coloration. There's maybe like little bits of blue coloration, like there's maybe some sort of evocation cold that might be kind of catching your air bubble a little bit. That's very, very, very minute.
Hila will summon her armor and then cast Investiture of Ice, just as a means of self-preservation.
Okay. And you can cast without bringing your armor up, but yeah,
Might
just
as well
make
do
sure.
both.
Yeah. That's just making sure, because you always do the armor first.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you don't have to, but you might as well.
Might as well have the temporary hit points in.
Yeah. Okay. So, Captain, you're going to be making a charisma vehicles again. I'm going to have you roll an intimidation for first mate, because that's Bareth. So Bareth intimidation.
Bareth.
Have you roll for the quartermaster So you just be rolling a d20 plus 5, and then you're going to be doing your bosunry. So both of you guys have +9.
That's fine.
You have +5. You have +5. And +4. So it's an 11. What'd you get?
25.
14.
23.
10.
Cool.
Damn it, quiz.
He rolled a 9, which meant that the DC was a 10. So that's a total success.
Woo!
Ship survives unscathed, and the crew score is increased by 1 for
Woo!
1d4
Hell yeah.
days.
Finally, we get a crew score
About
increase.
time. Hey, Dave, I had a
Yes.
dice that tumbled right next to you.
Yeah, you did. Well, now I have a dice.
Would anybody like a soda?
I will take. Let me try one of those cream sodas, if you don't mind.
Pepsi Green.
Pepsi cream soda? I'll try one.
Jesse also tried the fruitcake. Was not a fan.
Not impressed with the fruitcake.
You don't like the fruitcake? That's fucking ridiculous.
It's one of those ones where, like, I could get it and drink it, but I don't think I could. I think that 12-pack would sit a long time in my
Yeah,
fridge.
yeah.
That 12-pack that's been sitting untouched all week in my fridge.
Oh, is that what's been going on?
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened with them Halloween Mountain
Fine,
Dews. Like,
I'll
a couple-
drink them.
And because it was
Well,
your
I took a
surge,
drink.
why don't you
I'm
roll
using
1d4 and see how long you have this
I'm
bonus
using this
for?
medicated mouthwash, so that first taste of that was just like I was like, oh shit.
No, it's got a little bit of that spice in it.
Soda Shop Cream Soda Cola.
Only a one. They have the cream soda one and a black cherry one.
So your crew score would be 1 higher for 1 day. But that means tomorrow. Whatever Alex gets us into on our last day through WildSpace.
What are you talking about? Alex isn't going to roll anything terrible at all.
I could
Of course not.
no.
We're not going to encounter anything deadly. We're not going to have any deadly storms.
I would
kind of
love.
set the bar, so I mean, let's.
I mean, you really did.
That could have been a lot worse. Yes.
That could have been way fucking
There is
worse.
a chance.
What does a
that
total failure do on that?
total failure? Everybody surges and then you roll again.
Everybody
So you
searches
do it
that
again.
we just
And it just goes through. Yeah. And then thing
like
is,
a
certain
potential for
things
everybody
could
to just
happen. Like
keep
let's say
going.
something happens and he becomes a potted plant. Cool. He automatically fails on his roll. Roll again.
Fuck, that's terrible.
So it's just a perpetual.
So
roll,
if the
roll,
people
you
roll,
can't
if
get a
the people
success if you're
yeah,
fucking
and
incapacitated.
then so everybody surges, and then you go through, or you blip out and you disappear.
Well, that's a failure, and then
It's an automatic failure, and then you go through. So and then everybody surges, and then you start having
Please.
fireballs going off, and then
Sounds like
you
there's
got
definitely
people,
some potential to just fall into a vortex that
you
we're
know,
all gonna fucking die.
yeah.
a unicorn shows up and starts attacking people. Grease, different stuff. Who knows?
It's like usually they're so nice.
Oh, that's good.
But we made it through the ice storm.
But you made it through the ice storm very well. Everybody's like, yeah, oh yeah. Is there anything else anybody wants to do for the rest of this day? The ice storm would have taken an hour off. Other than that, you could have got effectively, spent the rest of the time doing it. So that's 15 hours. So that's going to get you. So at the end of
49.
the day, yeah.
40.
End of the day, so you can activate that at the end of this day. And with a +1 crew score, final day through the wild magic before we head out into open space. Give me an awesome encounter. Let's fight something fun. I have so many fun encounters.
Fun encounter.
What about 18?
18.
Is 18
That's exactly what we were looking for.
Fuck.
Yeah!
I used my wild magic dice too.
Dave's got a mouse in his pocket. He said, "We."
Yeah.
Because it's void space, not void spacer. So that's void space. So, is that the double? No. That's not that one. That's the. Yeah. You didn't roll a 15. That's roll twice, and then I get to choose which one I want to throw at you.
Oh, fun.
I'm supposed to pick the worst one, but it just depends. Give me percentage.
Percentage dice.
Let's see what we are going to go with.
79 butterflies appear, guys.
9.
We're just gonna fight a horde of butterflies.
Butterflies everywhere.
That's
79.
freaking. That's
On a
weird.
D100, we had rolled
voodoo.
79 so many
I know.
times.
4 times.
Yeah.
Or 80.
We're at 80, which is seen result on the wild magic chart.
Next day, so you guys are traveling through. You're done with your book, so he's been kind of just in the captain's quarters just reading. But what would you like to do?
We're still in the wild magic, right?
Yes, this is your last day through it.
She won't resummon her armor until we're out of this shit or shit hits the fan, so she's just chilling. Reading her book that the Lady Ward gave her, Rylan Ward, and yeah, talking with people here and there. Occasionally check in on Sun.
Go.
Quiz is playing his favorite little game, hide and go seek. Nobody knows they're playing it, but he's hiding, and he thinks everybody's after him.
You have to tell people to look for you, otherwise you're gonna always just win.
That quiz guy's weird.
I mean, in general. Doesn't matter if he tells them.
But doesn't that mean that you win?
Only if nobody sees it.
So I'm saying if nobody finds you, that means you win, right?
No, but
So the
you
most
can't
effective
stay-
way to win is just to play by yourself
can't
and
stay
nobody
in
will
one place
find
for
you.
longer than a minute. He has to keep moving and hiding, stealthing.
And what are you guys going to do through this day? Last day through the wild magic before you enter into what should be open space.
Which should be. So for what you roll.
Well, you could roll. The reason I have to say that is because you could technically roll percentile and open it and just go straight into rage space or drift space, something like that. It'd be fun.
That would
Almost-
suck.
Elysium almost swiped you.
Literally, if you
Remember when Elysium almost swiped you guys, where it's like literally just like, why don't we just chill here?
And
We
the
have
one guy
food,
with the
we have everything we
shittiest-
need.
I think my score was like shittiest
shittiest
score.
save, and
Yeah.
you're the only one who's like, no, let's get the fuck out of here. And everyone's like, no, let's just
And what I
chill
do, I
here.
went
We're good.
I went in and out like 2 or 3 times and pulled you guys out.
Mm-hmm.
Like made you guys.
I wasn't able to be a part of that day, so I was out on the road.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right,
I missed most of that one.
You were trying to call in, but it's just like it was like connected,
Blipping
gone,
in and out.
connected, gone. You were just on an iPad on the corner of the street table. Not as fun.
You were trying to be here in spirit, but
Yeah, it just wasn't working.
Technology's failing.
That was the day I think I was going through Dalton, Nebraska.
Dalton.
And Dalton was just chilling. He's like, yeah, I want to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, just reading the book, talking to people.
Cool. All of you guys can give me a percentile real quick.
Fuck.
I mean, not percentile. Perception. I was reading something else in my brain.
Can I roll for Sun?
Yes.
Sun is the orange dice. Gold dice.
It's like neither of those are orange.
Neither of us see shit, by the way.
19.
Was that an 8 highest?
I got a 2 and Sun got a 7.
I got a 19.
19.
31.
31.
Damn, Cap.
You guys are noticing you're getting, towards the end of the day, you're getting kind of close to the edge of wild space. You can see where, like, a lot of these nebulas are starting to split off, and you're like, cool, I'm getting close to the end of it. However, there is a small ball of light. It seems to be right at the edge of wild space. You guys are noticing this. It looks like almost like a small Looks like a small sun. Just this ball of fire and light that seems to be warding off the nebula, but it's just far enough inside the nebula that the nebula is still maybe protecting it from open space. You notice that there's some sort of movement to it. You, specifically,
Mr. 31.
Mr. 31. Really? Is that how you're gonna play this? Fine. I don't need that. If you're gonna be a dick, I won't use you then. I'll use my book.
Bye.
It really takes talent. I just.
Did you see what happened last week?
How do you do it?
3 specific, definite rolls with time, space in between them. 1, 1, 1, 2.
God damn. It's because I wasn't here. Otherwise it would have been me rolling.
You notice
Right.
that creature is moving in and out of the ball of light.
Yeah, we need to put the thing in reverse like right now.
It's not quite that big, but it's about there. But there's.
Definitely need to pump the brakes.
Well, I mean, you
Steer away.
can
Yeah, that's what I mean.
try to veer around it, or you can try to veer towards it.
So what you saying out there, Captain?
Yeah. what the fuck's going
I'm
on?
guessing
Cap?
the ship stops for a moment, or what?
Well, he's not spelljamming it right now,
Not in
unless you specifically change. But you're attuned to other stuff, and they're not attuned. They kind of got in the habit of spelljamming. So unless you specifically go and go get out of my seat, they're just gonna keep doing their thing.
So we got other people piloting the ship.
Oh, yeah.
You
But
say
you're
something
moving through.
about it?
Yeah, it looks to be something that kind of sort of might resemble something that looks like a big old fucking sun dragon out there.
Sundragon? Those
Fish
exist?
thing? Fish
What?
thing?
A Sundragon? What?
Whatever that thing is, there's a dragon circling it.
It's not just circling. No, it's like going in and coming out of this thing. Like it's.
Definitely need to go around it.
Or
What do we know about Sundragons?
Like, can we talk to it?
Where is the orb? What is it? 2 for Celestial?
2 would be celestial.
Orb. Where are you?
2.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Number 2. What do you know about sun dragons or solar
Roll me a
dragons?
d20.
D20! Here we go.
Everybody, or clutch.
Big
No.
money, no whammies.
Whammy.
Oh, right off the
Plus
20.
9.
Right, so weird.
11.
I don't know anything about sun dragons. There's such thing as a solar and lunar
Okay.
dragon.
Can they?
Solar
Can the balls see?
Yeah.
Okay, but I was about to say, look at the thing.
Like it's a sun. It's hard to look at.
I know it's hard to look at, but there's
something in and out of it.
there's movement.
I
There's
know
something
there are
moving around
dragons.
over there. Can you see?
I don't know about dragons. Your best
You know what
bet
that is?
on that
I don't know that it's a
would
dragon.
probably be 1, and he would probably not know much.
Yeah.
Is that
One
that's okay?
One is sea travel.
One, where are you?
Well, and natural
And
nature
natural
and stuff like that.
creatures.
Okay, nature
Yeah.
creatures. Okay.
Even
He'll
though
come up-
dragons are probably what, monstrosities or some
Supernatural?
shit?
monstrosities. Yeah, I mean he's going to be the only one who's going to have a landing. If you want to roll a d20 with him, plus 9.
Do you know anything about solar
Is that a
dragons?
deuce?
Plus 9?
There you go.
24.
Solar dragons aren't creatures that I would normally deal with, but I know a little bit about them. Some of them are known as radiant dragons. Some people do call them sun dragons, but They're known as solar dragons officially. They are born in the heart of a star. Divides its time outside of its lair, patrolling its territory and hunting for food. Serpent-like creature.
It requires food in the astral sea. Interesting.
Solar dragon customarily a solar dragon customarily layers in a sun's radiant core, or nests in a gigantic hollowed-out rock engulfed by the star's blinding radiance. The star in which a solar dragon makes its lair has some stuff going on to it. He wouldn't necessarily know any of that. That's fun. Any creature that enters the star or starts its turn inside of it takes 24d10 radiant damage.
Okay, dead.
That's why I said we're going to fuck around.
That's if you go inside.
If you go inside of a star.
Yeah, you die.
So they gave me star damage. So lava damage used to be great,
Yeah.
but now we have star damage. So
Star damage.
it's an average of 132 radiant damage.
But potentially much more.
So it would, in theory, probably has a layer nearby.
In the star.
That's what I was gonna say.
In the star, or in a usually in like a hollowed out
Asteroid.
like a
orbiting
hollowed out
closely to it.
rock or something like that. One person can give me a perception to try to see if they see anything around this light.
25.
It does look like there is a some sort of something. It's moving around through the star, but there's like something else next to it, like some sort of astral body, maybe a rock, something like that. So it possibly has a layer over there.
Relay that to you guys.
We can't go into a fucking star.
We can go over and check out its lair while it's fucking around in the star.
That won't piss it off.
We're just looking.
You tell it that. You explain that to the giant
one.
glowing star dragon.
Are these creatures neutral? Are they good creatures? Are they evil creatures?
Typically relatively neutral.
Neutral creatures. I don't have a great many offenses against Radiants.
Same here. Yeah, I'm not into getting fragged by a star dragon. So I think we go with Captain's initial reaction and find a way around. Perhaps, maybe.
Could attempt to skirt around, lose about half a day.
It's better to lose a half a day than all of the days.
That is true. Maybe if we has a full crew, we could attempt, but
I mean, you have a full crew, including you guys.
right. But I mean, people do man weapons and stuff like that, just in case. But
I mean, you have that because you only need one person to do the whole ship. So you could man a lot of these weapons if you pulled everybody and got it all set. Maybe not to main the wells as well, but kind of.
well, radiant damage to our ship, it would probably roast our ship pretty quickly. But I am concerned. I don't think that 4 of us could take on a solar dragon. It's worth a try, but we don't have much in the way of a medic.
That we do not.
Is there a death ward on you? Could throw a fly on you. Get you there faster.
We should try to maybe lure it out of its lair. Then that would be a smarter way to encounter the creature. Going to its lair would not be great.
It's there. It's in the stone.
I think that whole space is its
Definitely
lair.
seems much more like its lair than it is our lair.
I think that that whole area is probably its lair because that is why it's hungry. It's its own body and its own space, seemingly. Otherwise, why is it hungry in the astral sea?
Some creatures, you don't necessarily need food
Just have hunger.
to serve. So you don't need to eat.
You could just be eating.
But
his
if you're
dick.
looking to grow and get stronger and become,
Eat stiff.
you know, more elder, ancient.
Gotta eat your dragon broccoli.
Right. Songs to the spinach.
It makes sense, right?
Also, the sun itself could have kind of its own area. Most suns have a little bit of stuff. This one doesn't seem to have. I mean, it's very small for a sun or a star,
Dwarf star.
but it seems to be enough that it has its own space system kind of around it a little bit. Mostly taken over by this wild space, but it's held back a little bit. That kind of tells you there's probably like a bit of a zone
Its
in
own
there.
space. Well, Captain, what do you think? I'm always game for a brawl, but
What's the general consensus? Put it to a vote.
I don't think we should piss it off, but I'd sure like to go check out that little rock. Which will probably piss it off.
of the opposite. I would rather get its attention and piss it off than go directly to its rock.
Don't dragons have horns?
Yeah.
Usually.
Usually. But does one stuck in the astral sea have one? Who knows? If it's
I mean,
big,
it's not like stuck.
probably.
It's not like stuck here. It's like probably birthed in that sun.
We should go over there and tell it to get out of its mother. That's inappropriate.
It's not its mother.
You know that.
I'm game either way. I mean, I don't want to die. So whatever reduces our chances of dying for the most part, but
I can reincarnate you. We have the materials.
I don't like this conversation. It's not my favorite.
I still feel like the best course is to avoid. But should we choose to explore, I am fine with that decision too.
Avoiding is fine. I agree. Avoiding is nice, but
I feel like we should not necessarily provoke.
Do we think we can stealthily try to reach this rock?
I feel like I've heard a lot of stories about people trying to steal from dragons, and that I never really ended up that way.
I've never said nothing about stealing from no dragons, okay? I know plenty about people trying to take shit
Dragons
from
have
dragons.
like true sight and like tremor sense, and I don't know, what's the sun dragon have? Like starlight sense. It can sense anything
Who the fuck
the light
knows?
of its star shines upon. Who knows?
This is all new territory for, I think, all of us.
I would say I wouldn't attack it with fire.
Right,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
probably makes a lot of sense.
I
Or
can
radiant.
see why that's a good idea.
Would be my thought. Sorry. But
We could mark this location and come back another day. fancy it's not, but
I mean, if you have an idea of the place, you can get back to it.
That's good. It would be nice to add something to this map because we haven't done anything beneficial to it.
Is that your call, Captain? Let's do that.
Yeah. So you can mark on there that there's a solar dragon.
In your mother.
Just it's wherever, because it's all shifting.
Because none of those places are exempted.
You're
They're
on
not
your way
concrete.
towards open space towards there. So yeah, you could put like over there somewhere between like, yeah, wherever you want. That works perfect. You have a sun, and that sun has a solar dragon on it. You have a base idea, understanding of how to get back to it if you want. But, so go through that's going to cost you a little bit more time, which means we'll have one more roll in wildspace. John, you want to give me a d20 for the next day? See what we get coming through the wildspace.
I got first fucking double digits on my friggin' D20 all night. 12.
I just realized I don't know if this up anymore.
12.
A 12. Sure, it's 12.
For sure it's 12.
Give me a percentage. Percentile.
Percentilage?
Percentile.
Percentilage. 002.
Give me a percentage.
Again?
Yep.
How about 64?
64. Okay. So it's that or that. So that's that. Okay. It's easy enough. Just pull in this real quick. Continuing on for another day, kind of skirting around that area, going wide. Creep me or not? Too bad. Everybody give me a perception.
Sun is toxic. Nice. Yeah. 17 and 7.
16.
16?
17.
17?
21.
31.
Damn.
Perceptive over there.
Rolled an 18.
You
So,
guys took a good break over there.
you guys will notice that there is some. As you're going through, you see this almost squid-like creature that seems to dart off and hide in this clustered asteroid. You said it was 17?
16.
16, 17, 21. Yeah, you guys see this kind of like squid-like creature, like darts off and hides in this little asteroid field. 31, you're noticing that this squid-like creature, it goes in and it pulls in and like tries to hide into this asteroid thing, but you're noticing that this creature has like coins and gemstones and all kinds of stuff just like kind of clung to its body. As it goes through, it like kind of gathers up and like makes sure that it has everything that it was there. Kind of came out to look at your guys' ship and then darts away into this little area.
Mila's gonna. Just in case. jagged frozen armor with ice knife bandolier crossbow. Big old double-bladed scimitar, just fucking fancy as shit. Ready for combat, Captain.
Let's fuck this thing up.
I got two. Where are you gonna go, Rick?
What are we doing?
Fucking up
some squiddy thing.
Oh, it's like the dragon and its layers like a CR-12.
How do you feel about attacking the squid
giant
thing,
squid
Mr.
thing's
Squidman?
like a CR-18.
It feel like we should be talking to you about this one.
That's what I'm getting the vote. It's got some pretties dangling on
We all know how I feel about
Hey,
that.
I got your back. I got your back, Captain.
it. Major stations.
You said it's squid though?
Squid-like creature.
Squiddish.
In like Fortress.
Good call.
Did what?
Intellect Fortress.
Intellect Fortress.
Elo doesn't fuck around with tentacle creatures anymore.
We had a rough time.
Just looking around, is it alone?
Hard to say for sure. Do you want to ask any of the, or try to gather information on it from the guys?
Sure, if we can.
It's a space squid, so you could probably ask. 4 might have some ideas.
Oh, 4.
Whoever wants to roll and add 9.
Do it.
Mr. 31. Oh.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty.
You kind of describe it. Goes, and it had like stuff stuck to it. Could be a Morkoth. They're large aberrant creatures that collect things. They float through different planes, sometimes on like mobile islands, kind of like that cluster over there, amassing valuables, oddities, cast also the multiverse, massive ever-growing collections.
What is its primary weapon? Do you know?
Spell casting?
Flat Fortress is a good call.
Does that affect everybody or just you?
It's gonna affect Quiz, Ela, and Gorak. Only get 2 additional targets.
Understand, go fuck myself, I got it.
She thinks you've got better mental capacity than the others.
Yeah, I'm a big dummy.
But also,
It's like, but since you said it,
look,
softball.
if the shoe fits, wear it.
But actually, if you go all the way there, then you can fuck all the way off.
While you're talking about it, I blatantly cast a spell on us 3. Us. Just 1, 2, and me.
2, 3.
I can't cast it on an additional target.
Oh, so that's fine. I think I'll be okay.
And also, Ela's selfish.
So yeah.
She'll go ahead and use the rod as well to get that spell slot back. Lasts an hour. Which is nice.
You guys want to move up close and maybe fly in?
Yeah. Yeah, marker.
Actually, you know what? Ela will cast Intellect Fortress on those 3.
No.
She's gonna keep.
No, you take it.
She's gonna keep Sun with her. Kind of does the same thing.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
keep Sun with you. Perfect.
I've got abilities, I should use them. Like his son has abilities, I should use him.
You don't know that.
I mean, kind of. But also, now I'm curious.
Oh, you good. Just do this. Let's see if we get them again afterwards. After we go in to go deal with this thing. Never thought for a second. You guys get relatively close to the edge of this area, and then you can see where this break is in the front of this rock that you're guessing this thing moved off into. Seems to be a tunnel area, maybe hollowed out inside of this large crater area. How's you moving? So, you are concentrating.
Yep.
And you put intellect fortress on 3 people. Intellect, concentrating. How do you want to move in on this area? Never managed to get the Morkov mini, but it's fine. Actually, this one. It's not quite the same, but oh, I'm not using the same thing I used last time. You guys fought and dealt with the Morkov. How do you want to proceed into this layer?
Do we know what these things look like? Well, yeah, because I saw it. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the picture.
Like something like this? Yeah. You guys fought one of these on the Dead Man Isle, where the dragon turtle was
The lighthouse people fought
the
it.
rock of offering.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Tide's beacon, I guess.
Yeah.
When you went to get all your black powder
Yeah.
and such. But
Well, you mean where I fought it while everybody else was swimming for 10 hours?
Pretty fucking much, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, Kayan
Yeah.
kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
He just stripped down. He said, "I'm a naked snake." Naked snake. Naked snake.
I got the new phone. That was one of my buddy's ringtones.
just so you know, you don't have to keep doing that.
I'm gonna do it.
Never again.
Naked snake. The best kind of snake besides solid.
Cool. Well, let's go ahead and just roll for initiative. Somebody do anything initially. With what'd you get? 9. Ela.
Hold up. I'll be the
Hold
darky
on.
dark one.
I gotta add on
Okay.
Sun as well.
I'm a 21,
What's Sun?
and Sun got 8 plus 4, which is 12.
I hit your laptop.
Sun's
You
12.
should
You're
roll
a,
it again.
you're a what?
21.
21.
That hit your laptop. You should roll it again.
I
Correct.
think so.
15.
I need to.
Quiz.
But he's gonna roll it again because he bounced off this.
That's not how it goes. You don't have your laptop on the table. Just kidding.
It was crooked.
No, at least that's the look on his face.
13.
13.
I said I'm bringing up the rear.
Nice.
Okay.
Goes up the rear.
Ela,
Thanks.
what would you like to do?
Oh, because I'm Ela and I am a little bit stupid, I would like to
Hey,
go
say that about yourself.
a little
I'm the
bit
stupid
forward.
one.
Oh, we didn't ask for any help from our crew because we are super intelligent. Totally fine. Because your book will save me. Is that what I was told?
That's what he said.
She's gonna move
Oh shit! You
in.
know what?
What the fuck?
I left the book on the boat. We're fucked.
He says, "Oh shit." Not cool.
She's gonna go
Not
30
cool.
feet in, dragging Sun with her, and just trying to see what she can see with her dark vision.
So move in, try to see. It looks like there's some coins and stuff stuck to the wall. Nothing too much. Looks like more like pieces that are maybe dropped, but seems to be like a little bit of a glistening light from the backside here. But that's all you can really see.
Move there, but she'll be ready. Ready to. No, she'll just take the dodge action. Fuck it.
Okay. So that was Ela, move in, dodge action. Here I can do this a little bit so you guys can feel what's going on. I'm going to do that. And then that. Let's do what level spell is that you cast?
Intellect Fortress?
Mm-hmm.
Technically 5th.
Cast as a 5th level spell?
Do I hear anything or see anything being cast at me?
Nope. Layer action. You can cast it with my layer.
10-4.
You're no longer casting on that magic. It seems like something cast a spell magic on you.
Bitch.
Not cool.
You guys just kind of feel that beam just kind of fades off. Korak.
I'm going to use my movement and get up in there next to Ela and then use my action to just be ready.
What's your speed?
35. 35.
So you can get like right next to the sun's ready. And then ready action?
Yeah.
Quiz.
It's gonna. Yeah, move on in. And full movement. Up against. Stay up against that side, yeah.
And your full movement is 50? So it's 50 right there. Coming in from the ledge of this thing. That was quiz. Sun.
Sun is going to do the help action on Ela.
North.
Move as far as I can, but still have to be able to have the ready action.
Ela.
Ela's gonna go. Can I see anything yet? 60 feet, dark vision. I'm assuming it's dark in here.
Now I see.
Glistening. I ain't able to see the glistening.
There's a little bit of light from there, but you're not seeing anything other than there's just maybe some coins here or there, maybe like a gemstone or two here or there. Nothing too. It's like little quartzes or corals. Nothing fancy. It looks like anything of value has been like picked up. You can see parts where like bits of the wall look like they're kind of slashed at or like just off.
Gotcha. Ela will cast. She'll cast Zephyr Strike on herself, which is concentration.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it for her.
The like kind of shimmering light disappears.
Darkness, I'm guessing.
It's hard to tell from that, but maybe.
Oh, I am more than 60 feet out, I think.
Yeah. But whatever, it literally looks like just whatever, like little bits of shimmering light there just disappear. And I need the three of you, because you moved out of my thing, and it's either you or three people. I mean, we're just going to try to go for more. I need the three of you guys to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Dirty 20.
18.
You need to do everything you can to get over here. So, while charmed in this way, the target tries to get there as quick as possible using the dash action until it gets within 5 feet of the area it's trying to get to.
Well, goddamn.
You can repeat a saving throw on the end of each of your turns or whenever it takes damage. But you really want to get to like this area here. And Gorak, that's your turn.
So then I guess I'm gonna do what it says. I'm gonna move and then dash in that direction.
How's it going?
Correct. What the fuck are you doing?
It's just like
It's like I'm going this way.
you guys kind of had just this like quick little like in this weird desire to almost feel like you got to get past that darkness, and you watch Gorak's just like trucking along.
Do I save at the end of my turn or at the beginning of my next turn?
You can attempt to save at the end of your turn. Yes.
Not like that.
So a 2.
2. Close.
So literally the
Close.
the one side lower on my die. Somebody help me! I don't know what I'm doing.
Quiz, you're up.
I'm so dumb.
Gorak just starts trucking along. Not necessarily saying anything, just starts rushing in.
Who's gonna get as close to as possible to stay against that wall? Just straight across, but then end at that wall.
60. Oh, sorry, you're 50. You can also, I mean, you can. Are you trying to? You're probably using your bonus action like hide. Son.
Alpha action, Ela.
Norin.
Hit you with anything to fucking hurt.
Let's go hit something else. Who's up, please?
Oh. Just trying to see if there was. Something I could hit him with that doesn't hurt.
Not really.
I'll just keep moving in. Stay spread out.
30. Move more. The rest of them are kind of double moving. Like he double moved, he did a double move. So they're gonna next round. They're both probably gonna disappear off into that darkness. Right over there. I'm gonna still stay spread out. Right there. A moment. Ela. Everybody seems to be kind of rushing in.
Yeah, I see that. And it's just a wall of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shit. Yeah, double moved. Yeah, that's it. That's all she's got. Is this a gravitational plane in this space, or are
You
we
have
floating?
gravity. Yep, you're on the ground here. Your gravity.
Yeah, that's it for her. Just double move. Still concentrate.
What level is Zephyr Strike?
I mean, if it's just from the blade, it's just a first level.
Okay. It's gone.
Whatever this fucking thing is, it dispels magic.
Gorak.
I'm just, since I'm still doing my thing, I'm just sprinting off into the darkness, outside of my control. Still see though. It's good.
At this point, you're blinded, kind of, but yeah.
Effectively.
I need dexterity saving throw. Before that, but
Dex save 13.
save 13 is a fail. So you're gonna take
Some damage.
some damage, which is gonna give you a save. So that's 13 bludgeoning damage. and you are restrained to the edge of this darkness. Give me a save, wisdom save because of the damage.
Finally. 19.
19. So you are no longer charmed, but now you are restrained in the darkness. You go through and there's just stuff that starts grabbing up and slamming on you, and there's just these tentacles holding you in place. That's the end of your turn. Quiz.
Move on up. Do you feel getting?
Right at the edge of the darkness.
And he's going to look past it with his X-ray
So you
vision.
kind of like, oh, so you want to, well, that would, well, yeah, you could do move, bonus action, dash, and then activate X-ray vision. What's the, it's 30 feet,
30
right?
feet.
So, you can see that you're not going to be able to see inside the darkness with X-ray vision because it's magically blocking that, but you'll be able to see through walls and stuff.
rock.
But yeah, you can see that. You're seeing, how far of vision does X-ray vision give you again?
30.
It's 30 feet X-ray vision?
30.
So yeah, so you're seeing like, there's going to be like some like gemstones and items and stuff kind of mounted up on the walls. Like there's inside of this area, past this area is like kind of a treasure hall. You'll also see on the other side of this, you're seeing these like tentacles coming out of the ground and like writhing a little bit. Effectively in this area here. All has tentacles. Sun.
Of action.
Okay. Norin. See, he's over there and he's just like staring, like looking through the wall. Almost looks like, or either that or he's just inspecting the wall closely. Norin, Gorak, you just are, and then Eli's moving in. Do you have an action or another move? Into the darkness?
No.
Come on, man!
Move right up next to the bubble of darkness. Norin's lost in the darkness. You can't quite see where he's at. Or, I'm sorry, Kolrak. I look at you. Can you see the magical darkness? No. There's stuff that you could have taken, but no. Neither of you guys went against the darkness.
I was going to, too. The devil side? I was going to take that. I thought I did.
No, you took all the hex stuff.
Oh, that's weird.
I thought about taking it too.
Devil Sight's wicked too, because you just go, darkness on me. I can see through it, just start blasting.
I'll just blast.
Just advantage all the time.
Well, it's the double side of it. If you're in the darkness, they got the disadvantage too. The double advantage.
But then you start getting like fireballs and stuff like that thrown at you.
Yeah. So, it just depends. Also, darkness is a fucking second level spell. I mean, you're a warlock, but still, it's like, that shit's easy to counter. And what I'm finding out with all of my warlock shit is like, here's a buff spell, it's dispelled. That was one of my very valuable slots. Cool.
Layer action, I can do darkness or dispel magic.
Yeah.
So.
It's the curse of a warlock.
So you moved in Ela.
Son is gonna go 10, 20, and ask Son what do you see? See, has devil sight.
Tentacles on the ground.
Tentacles on the ground.
Golrak's like restrained.
20. They're on the ground though, not in the air.
They're reaching up, filling in that area.
She will bonus action fly, give herself fly.
Okay.
With her genie ability. And be up in the air, 530.
It's only about 10 foot tall there.
Oh, okay. Up against the roof then.
Mm-hmm.
And then go another 60 feet, or 30 feet, sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I guess. I guess she'd try and hug the wall if she can. She'd be 10 feet up right here. That's double move. And a bonus.
You're 10 feet up there?
Yeah.
Right die.
When she goes through it, she'll close her eyes and try and see if she can sense anything with her blind sense.
Don't see anything. Once you get to there, though, you will notice that there's a creature that's kind of like right off over here. Just this thing that's just sitting there. As soon as you come out of the darkness and
Opens
it
her eyes.
sees you.
Oh. Hello, friend.
Hello.
She's just got like a tornado for her lower half.
Right. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Ela.
Is it magical?
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell what it is casting at me?
Give me a Arcana.
18.
Looks like chain lightning's coming at you.
Oh, we're gonna counterspell it.
Okay.
Is it 5th level or lower?
Higher.
Let's go, baby!
Wait, oh, do you have the slot for it? Because you cast 2 spells.
One was from.
Oh wait, no, the Intellect Fortress, you got the spell slot back, and then you did the.
Intellect Fortress, I did the thing, and
the
then
Zephyr is from the
Zephyr's
weapon.
from the weapon.
That's right. Yeah, you're good.
And then the fly is just a
Yeah,
genie trait.
just make sure.
So this is just plus my ability modifier, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking go, baby! Does a 19
Yes, it does.
counterspell that?
You counterspell the chain lightning, yes.
No.
Wisdom saving throw from the 3 of you guys.
30-20.
Nice.
16.
Is it 16?
16.
You're charmed, and you just want to get closer.
Fuck. 30.
You're not charmed.
That's your wisdom save? Holy fuck.
Plus 11.
Mine's a +1. I rolled a 15, so that's a hard save for me.
That's why I tried to intellect fortress you.
Fuck.
But go right at the start of your turn. You're going to take 11 bludgeoning damage. And that lets you make another save. Attempt another wisdom save for the damage. Wait, are you dead?
No, I instead of 11, I put in 111 damage.
Okay.
You might
I
want
was
to
like,
fix your
yeah.
hit points.
That's what I'm trying to, that's what I'm trying to fix.
Like that. It's like, why did your death save just come up? I was like, you had a lot more hit points than that.
This is
Should be
111
down
points
like
damage.
24 hit points, I think.
Golrak's just rooting himself off.
Yeah, I'm done
Isn't it
with this
13 and
dude.
11?
Can I willingly start making death saves?
It's like I'm totally dead now. All right. So and then that wisdom save was a 9.
So you're still charmed.
Still charmed.
Yeah, you can try. So while charmed,
But I'm also still restrained, aren't I?
To the creature, so you are restrained.
So-
So you can attempt an action to break free. You can attempt to break free. So give me an athletics.
You can do that. Right.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Hell
So
yeah,
you break
bud.
free. So then you can attempt to move now. 35. No longer restrained, but you're there. Just trying to get close to this thing. Quiz.
Who's going to Misty Step? Whether we can see flying spot kind of there next to Ela, but in that little corner of the wall.
Right here.
Show off.
You see him staring at the wall and then he just fucking disappears. You probably know what he cast, but that's still funny
Misty
because
Step, yeah.
you need line of sight to cast that spell.
So that's
Pretty smart, actually.
bonus
That's
action.
fucking sick.
Still have hide.
Don't have anything.
That's an action. You still have a move if you wanted, but you can just stay there.
Yeah.
Sun.
Help action heal.
Norin. You're now alone. Everybody's went through this darkness.
Back to the ship, see ya.
I'm out. Fuck
Yeah.
this.
Deuces.
Let me know what you find.
Fucking A. Guess I'm trying to go tearing through it, I guess. Might be a little late to this party, guys.
Deck save.
My dex is fucking 0.
You've got this.
You can athletics through it after that.
11.
Yeah, no.
Restrain.
Oh yeah.
You're restrained and take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Tentacle slap.
But since you didn't do more of that, you can now attempt strength or dexterity. Oh, I'm sorry, it's strength or dexterity check. It's not athletics. You'd still beat it by enough that it doesn't matter. But
So I'm sorry.
so strength or dexterity check. Probably strength check because you haven't felt.
Yeah.
So what's your strength modifier? Plus 6 or 7?
+6.
Yeah. So you can roll that. Try that. So roll d20 and add the +6. 10 is not going to get it. So you're restrained.
Stuck.
Ela.
Ela is going to bonus action Zephyr Strike. 55. Yep. So using the speed from it
On the ground? Or still up?
down to him. I'm assuming he's on the ground.
Yeah.
Is that what I did? Or no,
No.
sorry, something else.
Yeah. I still have any
Yeah.
more cough.
First attack with advantage from the help action is going to be. That's deal wind. So that's AC 27.
27. Okay.
That's, do you need me to separate out? I guess that's. Shall I separate out all my types of damage?
No, because you're getting past what he has. Because he has just resistance to non-magic stuff. And I don't think any of you guys have anything that's not magic.
First hit is. Okay, because it's 44, and then. Oh, I'm going to roll my second attack with advantage, because I'm assuming that he's got to have more hit points than just one hit. Second attack, just because it's easier that way. Oh, 19. AC 20, or 32. So this. Was 10 plus 6 is 16. Or sorry, 10 plus 12. So, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. This plus 22. That's what it is. So from 2 hits. So that makes 30. 43 total points of damage from the 2 hits. Blam, blam. Oh, sorry, and I get 1d8 of force. 44 from Zephyr Strike, and no longer concentrating on Zephyr Strike. Just use it immediately. That's the second charge of that.
Yes. I don't want to do that because that's that. That going. Let's go with. And he's on top of you, right?
Yeah. In the same swish.
Just a little bit. Let's do. I need a dexterity saving throw from both of you guys.
Goes to cast a spelly spell.
Mm-hmm.
Can I attempt to see what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Arcana.
Damn.
That's 22.
He's casting lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt, huh? We'll counterspell it.
Counterspell?
Yep, as a level 5.
Well, that's both your 5 magics.
That's 2 of my spell slots. I have 3.
Oh, you have 3? Oh, yeah, you have 3 now. Yeah. Okay. And then layer action. You're going to I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Wisdom saving throw. Is it magic?
You and Sun. It is magic, yes.
From Ela. 19.
Mm-hmm.
And from Sun. Sick. 24.
Yep, that's fine. Gorak. You just want to move up close to the guy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't, but I'm compelled to do so.
So you move up and you're just like staring at all with this creature. End of your turn, you can give me a wisdom saving throw.
You got this.
I don't.
15?
No.
Damn. You're just staring at him? Oh no. Gorak, what the fuck are you doing?
Quiz.
Just failing to save myself.
I was going to break you free with a lightning bolt.
But I said no. Don't worry, it was all selfishly thought about. Ela was not looking behind her when she decided to do that. She went, my imp's right here, no.
Right.
It's gonna be a bad time.
Right.
Who's going to stealth along the wall?
So like right there.
Right.
Move bonus action. Anything else? You move it. You can do 2 moves too if you want. You can do another move.
Yeah.
Move, action move, and then bonus action stealth. Get to there. Sun.
Help action, Ela.
Norrin. Start of your turn, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And you can try to strength check to get it out of it.
Is it a strength check or like?
It's a strength. It's not athletics or acrobatics.
No, it's not a saving throw.
No. Strength or dexterity choice, or dexterity check, your choice, against the spell save DC.
It's not an escape DC, it's just a check.
Yeah, you're fine.
Double right out of it. Or is that 30?
That'll get you out right there. And you have a bonus action left if you want.
How far away am I from the thing?
That's about 60 feet away.
Yeah, 60 feet away.
That's where Elo's standing.
Tentacle.
Almost action tentacle. Cool.
Hit with it.
Can you attack?
No.
Fair. Roll to hit with a tentacle. Roll to hit with a tentacle. 21 hits. Roll damage.
I'm sorry.
2d8 plus 5. Oh no, 2d8 plus 6 now. That thing uses your spell attack. Or your spell save. Or your spell attack bonus, right? Yeah. So 2d8 plus 6. 10 cold damage. Eli, you take 10 cold damage. The tentacle just goes to go hit it, and because you missed it, he just redirects it. And
Gotcha.
10 cold damage hurt.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah, it hits Elo's armor, and of course the ice shards just blast through the tentacle, doing nothing.
Eli, you're up.
The fuck was that? No,
You could tell the thing went to do it, and there's just like this like ward that redirected it.
Gotcha.
We're on the same
Got me all fucked up. I thought, like, wait, did you roll once?
You and me are going to have a very bad time, Nori. She will go 5, 10, 15, 20 on the opposite side of it. To try not to give it a chance to fucking lightning bolt us again. And then she will attack. So first attack. Crit! Damn it. AC 26.
That's it.
Second attack, fucking crit! Damn it.
What do you have bonus action? Or what do you have advantage on both?
Oh, I don't. You're right. Because I'm just getting helped on the first one.
Yeah.
Cool. So, second attack. Yeah. So, for sure.
Yeah.
I was used to my Zephyr Strike.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good.
But that also gives me a bonus action, and I'll have Sun take his reaction to bonus strike. So Sun will attack. AC 23.
Hit.
Sweet. So he needs to make a con save.
Yeah.
He did it. He saves for sure. So he'll take half.
23.
Unless he's immune to poison. Yeah, he definitely saved.
No, he'll take half the poison.
Okay. 2. And then I was going to give it all to you.
Okay.
Half of this. is plus 26. Half of it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4.
So 30.
30. 5. 40. 4. 46 total damage.
Okay.
That is it for Elon. That's action bonus. And Sun, Norn, you get to see this little imp appears on Ela's back. Massive fucking scorpion tail.
It's actually going to hit you too. Because he's moving away, it's going to hit both you guys. So I need wisdom saving throw from both
Ela's
of you and
Sun.
So it can see me.
No, but if I
probably
move
sense
away
you're
to the
there.
farthest space without provoking attack of opportunity and do my cone, it's just going to hit you.
I mean, does he get the idea that it sees me, or he just had me in the wrong place?
You think you might just be in the wrong place. Like, you can kind of see, he's doing this, like mental frontal cone.
Ela. Save 23. Sun. He's got
What the hell is that?
a nat 1 and an 8. So
19.
Sun gets a 12.
Sun is charmed. And
19.
19 you're not. So Sun is charmed.
Alex, what the hell is that?
Wants to do nothing else.
It's a d20.
It's one of the rolling d20s.
It's kind of dumb, but
Read it.
It has 20 flat sides that are slightly off, and
Oh.
whichever one is up.
Good.
and it definitely landed on a 1 and then a 7.
Mm-hmm.
It tends not to roll.
So he does that. And for layer action, he is going to.
Used all of my tokens.
What spells do you have on you right now, Ela? Just the
So,
armor?
she technically has Gift of Alacrity, and Air Bubble, and Armor of Agathis.
The armor of Agathis, he's going to attempt to dispel.
Okay, it's cast at 5th level, so.
That's gone.
Yeah. Beach.
Gorak. Move in, and you can give me another save throw.
No.
Quiz.
Who's gonna
Is in these spaces.
move up next to Golrak, stealth up next to Golrak, and hide in his space? And attack the thing?
You could hide in Ela's space and attack it. But with Gorak, you're just a little bit too far away.
Okay.
Unless you want to attack from a range. But I'm guessing you want a melee attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can move up to on Ela's side and attack it.
Attacking 24.
That's a hit.
That was cool. 24 plus 9 is a 33 points of damage.
Good chunk into him. Sun moves as close to him as possible.
Yeah, off of me and just chilling next to him. Motherfucker. Wisdom save on him. Shit! The fuck?
Wisdom save.
20.
Yep. He's fine. No longer charmed.
Get the fuck back here.
That brings us to Norin. And you're no longer restrained, clearly.
Moving just a little bit. Get away from that shit. Yeah, right there.
30. Right there.
Where am I? How far did I go? I'm sorry.
It's 25.
Oh. Go up.
He's 40 feet away.
Try to go to go reliable.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me, or so are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. What are you doing? So.
Oh, that's right.
Do you have your 2 or 3 blasts?
There
you go. He has 2 blasts right now.
2 blasts.
And then I go for brimstone.
You don't have to. I mean, it's
No.
it's baseline spear if you don't have anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and shape of the Eldritch armor.
So if you do that, then you get that and you don't get the blast.
Okay.
So spear is your
you're right,
default.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's just.
So deck save?
Yeah.
No.
Oh shit.
That's 12.
Roll for both. 28 and 15.
Perfect. Roll me a d20 real quick.
It's not magic though.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say it's magic. It says it's
It's
a.
Eldritch
It's
is
still a spell.
absolutely a spell, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a
No,
cantrip is
then
a
I
spell.
then I wouldn't have done that.
Well,
fine.
No,
because
I meant
you almost guaranteed to hit. The likeliness of you missing is so low that you almost hit him rolling a 2. So that wouldn't make sense for you to not do it. You hit him the first time, and as far as you know, you slapped him with a tentacle, and he put up like a shield, and it bounced off. You don't necessarily know that he re-deflected the spell, but yeah, the second one's gonna hit.
2.
Well, you rolled higher than
you
a 2.
You just told me to roll a d20. That's what I rolled.
Well, I know. Well, I said roll a d20. You rolled it. And you're like, no, it's not a spell. I wouldn't have done it. But you already rolled like a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's hit.
Yeah.
Just
So
wanna
one
make
was
sure.
15. The other was 20. So
Yeah.
28.
So give me damage for the first one.
Sorry guys.
You're fine, man.
I fucking done that.
No, you're
No, you're good.
That's the thing. There's the
The
enemy
thing's,
thing.
it's almost bloodied. It's not gonna be huge.
Maybe one day I'll hit it. But right now I'm just
16.
Just
16.
figure it out.
yeah, I'm just like this is weird.
So 16. So he's gonna, and he didn't save. So roll damage one more time.
19. Or no,
9.
sorry, 9. Yeah.
Yeah. Ela, you will take 9 points of Eldritch Blast damage, and I need a Dexterity saving throw.
9 points of damage. Oh wait, it's force damage, right?
Yes.
So I'll take 4 points
No,
of damage.
you'll take 9 points of
I'll
damage.
take 4.
You will take 9 points of damage because you don't resist Norin.
Really? I don't resist force damage from
Incapable of
Norn?
resisting Norin's force
fuck.
damage. Unless you are immune to it.
No,
I have
definitely
this-
not immune to it.
They have this nifty little perk.
Interesting.
Yeah. Remember
Alright.
we all got some boons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't resist Norin's force damage, so
Okay.
9 points of it. And
I specifically got this item to fight you too. That's what's so fucking funny about it.
yeah.
I'm just sitting there going, oh shit.
This time you actually watch the rays go through, and one of the rays deflects off of this creature. You and the creature now have this black crackling eldritch fire on you.
It's a dex save, you said, right?
Dex save, yeah. So let's see if you save versus the
Yeah, because that's a 22.
22. So yeah. Now, if you would have had the other rod on, maybe not. 22 does beat your spell save.
By 1.
So the black crackling fire, like you quickly like managed to not make it. But this
I'm not
creature,
immolated.
The Eldritch Blast literally like it's like that, and so you see this black fire that has like outlined in that red glow, like his Eldritch Blast, on the creature.
Yeah.
Fuck. It almost was on me. Okay.
And then you still have a bonus action.
Move the tentacle away from everybody, and then try to hit the. So it doesn't hit anybody else.
What kids use is not miss. You're fine. Like that. 7 points of damage. With that, he is bloodied. Just barely.
Still gonna have some damage.
So it was Norin Ela.
She will action summon her armor.
Okay.
And Sun is back to his self.
Mm-hmm.
She'll grab him. She's gonna move around to the corner of him. So next to the tentacle. I like it.
So and you grab Sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are fine with me. Well, and technically her legs are a tornado. I think that's probably something you could dispel because it is magic.
Okay.
That was very much my bad. I'm sorry.
She's just kind of like, what the fuck, man? Like, that is terrible.
Maybe.
Does he cast something?
Yes, he does.
Let's see what it is.
Give me an Arcana.
No, because it's a 10.
Goes to go cast something,
What I have, no idea what
and
it
then
is.
he just flips away. You don't see him. It just says something, and then it flips away.
Bitch.
And it flips away and is replaced by darkness. Bubble of darkness. You guys are inside the darkness. While in the darkness, you take a million damage.
Cool.
Gorak.
Oh, start rolling.
You want to go that way.
So yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm not. There's no like line of sight for this guy. I'm not just like trying to run into a wall. So it went that way. Going that way, went that way.
You are just trying to get close to us. You guys have an idea that he's moving towards it. Quiz?
Hold your horses. I know I'm.
Oh yeah, you got it.
I know I'm classically designed to
wisdom
fail
save.
this
Sorry,
save.
yeah.
No, you're doing great.
I forgot about that.
18.
18's, yeah, you're no longer charmed.
Ah!
Till he does it again.
You were compelled to go onto the other side of that, though.
Okay. Well, then am I in the darkness?
No.
Okay.
This is the darkness here, and this is the tentacle. So you ran up right next to the tentacles, but not into them. Quiz.
Did he go and then darkness, or was it darkness and he went?
It was like he disappeared, and then a bubble of darkness came up.
So it's obvious that he wasn't there.
Yeah, he clearly, and then darkness appeared.
Okay. And Quiz is going to
It was like
go,
half a second, but it's just.
Quiz is going to go back along the wall. He said there's nice shit lying around on the floor. Pick and choose as good.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's like, oh, that thing's gone now. Cool. Load these
Son.
pockets of holding up.
Help action, Ela.
Norton. Where?
Just
Remember, I mean, you can leave it up. You don't have to concentrate on anything like that. And then remember, if it's up and something hits somebody, you can use a reaction to make it. Technically, you could actually have used your reaction to try to reduce the damage that she would have taken.
Oh shit.
By itself.
By it.
That's funny.
Well, not by itself.
Oh, by
but
the
by the
blast.
Eldritch blast.
Yeah, I forget about that. I'll just leave it next to you.
Okay.
If she goes, I'll follow her as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna pick up whatever's near me.
Okay. Ela.
In true tornado fashion, she's just gonna. Well, I guess 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 30. And she'll be 10 feet up, just like flying there. She'll use a third charge from her proficiency bonus to cast Zephyr Strike on herself, so she's concentrating on another effect on herself. And that's what she's got. Double move bonus.
You're flying. He will use no, because if I use that, then I don't have that. Do that though. Look at that. Let's do that. Not yet. I'm gonna do that. Layer action though can do this. So spell magic on your swirly fly.
On my fly? Okay. I figure I just drift down to the ground. Plop on the ground. Do I need a dex save for that?
Oh, and hold on, let me mark off. It's 8 damage from your Eldritch Fire. The brimstone. Say that again?
Do I need like a dex save from that?
No, you're fine. Doesn't it say when it ends you drift to the ground?
I'm pretty sure. I'm just double checking it.
Positive, yeah. Gorak, you are up.
Was I aware of what was going on at all?
You know you were charmed, and when you're charmed, you want to just move close to it and stare at it in awe. And last you knew, you wanted to move through this darkness, like it's on the other side there. You got the tentacles. Granted, now you can see the tentacles, which means that technically you'd have advantage to try to move through them, but it's difficult terrain.
Does it appear that everybody else is still on mission to try and fucking fight this thing?
A lot of people are picking shit up off the ground.
Then, at least at this point, I'm gonna go over to Quiz and see what he's doing and probably follow suit and start picking up some shit and throwing it in a bag of holding. This is a really weird situation. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but that thing that was, it's gone now, so.
It's not. It went on the other side.
Whatever it is, it's not here.
It's not here.
Do we have a copy of Tasha's Cauldron?
I got all these trinkets on the floor. I was used to leaving them.
Quiz?
Move it across, collecting as he goes.
We do.
Yeah.
Jesse, come on, pulling Tasha's Cauldron of everything.
Ah, watch them knee balls, man.
Okay.
Fat fingers in here.
Sun?
Just going to, just gonna aid Ela, health action.
Norin.
I'll just keep picking stuff up.
Okay.
Move the tentacle over closer to me, I guess.
You move it 30 feet, right?
Yeah. It's kind of still picking stuff up, but ready for.
You move anywhere? Or just like picking. I mean, there's stuff pretty much everywhere, so you can like.
Yeah, spread me out. I definitely don't want to be next to anybody.
It technically doesn't say.
What?
It just says I can hover with it, but it doesn't say anything happens if it ends. It's just magical flying speed.
Yeah. Also, you can
They're only 10 feet up. I can't imagine that.
Ela.
I mean, it's Ela we're talking about here.
Find a way to tumble, like land on her face and knock her teeth out.
In a body that she doesn't, just
Fuck is
fucking
this?
know.
Not cool with flying, you guys.
But as a bonus action, she can do that proficiency times a day. So she's gonna do it again as a bonus action and fly 9, 10, 20, 25, 30. Just chill in the middle of it, I guess. She'll be 10 feet up. With her blind sight, eyes closed.
You move in just barely, and I need a deck save from Ela, Norin, and Golrak.
Is he casting something? Do I know what it is?
He is. You
Blind
barely
sight?
see him at all. You have blind sight, but you barely even see half of his body with blind sight.
Fair.
So I
He's kinda casting him around.
can see what's going on.
You will have advantage on this. Technically, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
You don't see the source of it, but yeah, I'll give you advantage on it. What'd you get?
Was it Dex?
It is Dex. Yeah.
Ela. And Sun. Of course, now let's show it. But I got a 21 and a 24.
Cool. So it's half.
21.
Half. Bolt. Lightning bolt.
Bitch.
Lightning bolt.
Rolling max on your lightning bolts over there.
Fucking tried.
Always good.
No.
43 points of damage.
Reduced to 21.
So you take 43 lightning damage. You both take 21 lightning damage.
Is Norin close enough to Golrak, or do you have to be raging for that?
I have to be raging for it. That's what I was just looking for.
Mhm.
And that's what I was trying to
I
figure
still
out.
have
Is
temporary hit points.
it's like it doesn't do me any good to jump into a rage
Well-
unless I can hit something or get hit.
Is there any way that I could have used this identical to since I didn't move?
Read the thing. What does it do? I know you can use the tentacle to
Who is its
reduce
daddy
damage,
and
but
what does it do?
see which one I'm talking about? I know you haven't played one of them.
What is its daddy? And who does it do?
I don't remember exactly how
Yeah.
far it can move.
Pretty close, I think. All the words are there. Gotta shuffle.
It should be under this. Oh shit, no, it was in choose and traits, class features, and you get Guardian Coil. Well within 10 feet of the tentacle. You can reduce it by 2d8. Nobody's within 10 feet of the tentacle right now, unfortunately. It moved as close to you as you could, but then you moved away from it. So yeah, you can't. But
I'm so
you can keep it
close.
and then you can reduce it by 2d8.
So close, but not so much.
Just the 5 feet away.
But that was that, and then for layer, we're going to yeah, okay. Dispel magic on your flight.
Fair enough. In the tent, please.
You drop down to the tentacle, so I need a dexterity saving throw.
It is magic. That's a 17.
17, just barely.
Right.
It is a DC.
I have
17
advantage.
is,
I'm gonna roll 2 plus.
17 is the DC.
Holy shit, that's close.
But you're on the ground in that. And then, of course, he moves just a little bit out. So he's outside of your vision. Correct. Lightning bolt just came from the darkness.
From the darkness over in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
And was everybody ceased doing what they were doing, or is just Quiz gone off to
Quiz is still picking stuff up.
Pillage more crap.
Norn was picking stuff up now. Norn's like shocked.
I suppose that my ADD attention would be broken by that lightning bolt, and I'll head off in that direction.
30, 35. Attempt to move through it, but I mean you can see it, so it's a little bit easier to go through. It's a dex save, so. But it's a dex save from something you can see, so.
Then yeah, let's move through there.
So you can get to there.
Cool.
Give me a dex save to see if you're not restrained. Guessing you won't be, but we'll see. You might have got restrained at the beginning.
13?
No. You will get restrained. It's 11 bludgeoning damage, and yeah, you would have gotten restrained right there. Yeah. You're like, oh, I got this, and you just kind of, but not quite.
Fucking shit.
Quiz. Your Ela kind of drops in, and your slapping noises are there, and then Kolrak goes to try to jump through it, and just gets caught up.
What are these walls like?
Stone walls, hollowed out. It's about 10 feet tall throughout this whole area, maybe a little bit more at the center. In this area, there's a bunch of coins and stuff like that, just kind of scattered about. Some of them are like embedded into the walls and stuff like that.
I've been in here for 10 rounds now.
Mm-mm.
Just gonna move off that direction, dash over there.
Right to here.
Right through there. X-ray vision looking across.
Mm-hmm. And you see it, it's over there, like, kind of against that edge, like, looks like it's almost, it's weird because it almost looks like it's like floating in air, but it looks like it's doing a swim thing, but it's covering there.
It's like a jellyfishing it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens.
Sun?
Help action, Ela.
Norin. Do you say anything?
Well, I won't lie, I am fucking hurting,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna.
He's just gonna call out, it's right on the other side of that bubble of darkness.
Working. Yeah. That worked out so well.
It worked really well, and when you roll a 2, just fault that. You just don't roll 2s.
How long does the Eldritch Fire on it last?
Just 1 round.
That's still badass. You just keep re-upping it.
If that's what he chooses to do.
If the tentacle meet me, I'm gonna move that away.
Okay.
And I can't see it, so I'm just gonna kind of.
You have a rough idea of where it is. You could try.
Be a disadvantage on it.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm ready, actually.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to. You have faith in your Eldritch Blast.
It's not that well. Yeah, you're right. I just don't want to hit everybody else. It's not, you know what?
Yeah. Well, they don't. They're over here looting stuff while you're getting lightning bolted.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking care. Let's just hit it.
So 2 attacks at disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Absolutely. That one's gonna miss, but roll again at disadvantage. Technically. 17.
It's not a hit right now because my armor is still at 4 hit points.
And then what are you doing? Spear and.
Yeah, as long as it's not bouncing the fuck off.
Technically, you choose before. So, are you still just doing brimstone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
It's good to know, thank you.
So 1 hit.
1 hit.
Ela's blind, and she's like, fuck.
8. Okay. Good. Trunk into him. Black fire burning on him.
You see your Eldritch Blast come back through the fucking darkness.
Little
Ela's cussing and swearing.
But it doesn't hinder. It's fine. Okay, you're good. Ela, you're up. Start of your turn. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Fucking son of fucking guts. What the fuck was that shit? 22.
22 is safe. If you were restrained, it would have been a flat roll.
Right. She still has Zephyr Strike on her. Just keep moving out of it.
Difficult terrain, but yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. With Sun on. Dragon Sun on it. And does he look bloodied or anything like that?
Yeah, he's bloodied.
He is bloodied?
He got bloodied a while ago. Well, I think you bloodied him.
No, Sun did.
Oh yeah. Sun. He did. He was bloodied when Sun hit him.
When the
last time.
stick.
Yeah.
Get him, son. All right.
And
well,
he is like, you almost got shot, but he has those black, red flames all over him right now.
Cool. Then, yeah, definitely do some attacks on him. First one with advantage, as I'm being helped. Damn it. AC 24.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do the second attack. I'm gonna pump an Eldritch Smite into him.
That's your last spell.
That's my last fucking spell slot.
Oh,
About that time.
God, this hurts so bad.
And then, just because I can, third attack, Sun. AC 23.
That's a hit.
Cool. Constitution save.
No.
He doesn't save. Cool. So that's Sun. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the first hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the second hit.
Plus your Eldritch Smite.
Oh yeah. And the Eldritch Smite is, I have to remember which dice they are.
D8s.
D8's 1d8 plus another d8 per spell level, so that's 6 d8.
Murder!
Yes.
Fucking kill this thing.
Smite is ridiculous when you. That's the thing with Smite is there's just the ability you can like wait until you crit and throw it.
Fucking trying.
And then what's the bonus?
Plus 22 plus 4 from Sun,
Plus
so plus 26.
So that
plus 26.
plus 26.
Oh,
That's a lot. That's gotta feel good.
I just want to go on record. This is the first time I've seen a massive dice roll from a player. I know David's done it on his side. This is the first time I've ever seen
It's
it.
3 attacks.
It's 3 hits.
But still, I don't care.
And it
I've
literally
never
the
gotten
dice
see
had to
anybody roll
align.
that much dice on this side of the table.
There was a couple times where I crit with freaking Glycerin where it was like I was rolling like.
Dude, Glycerin was
I rolled
rolling
10d12 plus like 4d6.
Which was
That's
fucking
a lot of
ridiculous. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
know a
Well,
lot of that.
Yeah.
you missed the one time Coven rolled, I think, like fucking 40 d20 or some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because he crit on a sneak attack and he was an assassin and it was just ridiculous. But, so I start at a 26, so we'll start at 30, 30, 40, 50, 60, 5, 70, 80, 5, 90, 8, 100, 106, or sorry, how about this? How about 110, 120, 129.
129 damage. How do you want to do?
I was so ready for you to go. You're 1 point off for just saying
Yeah.
still standing.
Oh, you Eldritch Smited. I'm going to reflect that back at you.
Right. That would be. She just one-shot herself.
If there was a save versus it, he could.
Yeah. No.
Because he could have done.
Crazy.
He never had to save, really.
That's true. Well, and I was considering if he wasn't bloodied, I was going to try and flesh to stone him, which could have turned out bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the first one, she's just gonna like slash its tentacles and try and make it collapse towards her, and then yeah, just the smite, just fucking center mass, just boom right across it, and then Sun's tentacle just like right up the fucking middle.
It like dies, and it's just like falling dead, and Sun just sticks it in the eye.
Yeah.
As it collapses.
You guys hear?
And after a moment, the darkness is technically from the layer, so it'll take a moment before it fades off, but those will both fade away.
Yes! Fucking amazing!
First of all, don't let me forget this. Jesse. 8,400. Do you know how to do that? So what you're going to do, here, open your character sheet.
Shot.
So what you're going to do is you're going to go to manage, then you're going to go here.
Oh,
You're going to
Got some use out of my D8s finally.
8400.
okay.
And then apply.
Gotcha.
Boom.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, cool.
Yep. So yes, you get 8,400 experience. Yeah, he can't be affected by milestones anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
no.
different.
Good.
Which
Oh,
sucks
no.
because there's a milestone I could hit. I could hit probably 2 of them, no problem. And I'm really good at counterfeit, like a lot of guys. I could do it, no problem.
All that matters is feeding the
The
eldritch
spear.
monster within you.
You gotta feed the spear, buddy.
He's only used one thing from it too.
What can we say besides you're welcome?
And that makes him that. So then,
Yeah, Quiz was not amused with that thing.
no.
And we were like, let's just send it off.
He was trying
Oh,
to
the
find a
rod?
place to freaking hide it.
And it's just like, hey, what do you want to do?
Boat is like,
What do you want to do? Hey,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because whenever something is within the vicinity of that, any patron can reach out and try to contact you and convince you to become a warlock.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So that's why Inston, like, who's this fire frost guy, had a fiend reaching out, going like, I can give you power to like make your fire and ice super thing, like Tomb of Levistus, Armor of Agathis, all this different stuff. I can do all this stuff for you. And he's just like, there's demons around here. I'm hearing them. You know, fey creatures were reaching out to the bards and stuff like that. That's why she's like, I hear music. I hear music. What's going on? Yeah. So literally, if that thing isn't attuned to somebody, if it's attuned to somebody, it's fine. Because it's just a direct conduit to his god. But if no one's attuned to it, it's just like, hey,
buddy.
It's literally just like a phone just sitting there, and every patron can just call it and be like, hey,
You hear me?
you wanna come over and do this?
Is anybody there?
You interested?
No, you wanna?
Come check it out.
No.
Yeah. So it's good that somebody's attuned to it. All
Probably
right.
just a burst of fucking coins and shit just flies over to you guys.
He's this. So it's one of these.
You'll hear us
Who
say-
wants to roll percentile first for me?
I got it.
Do it. Oh no. Well, you said I got it. So roll percentile.
That's different. That's percentile. These are percentile. Ready, set, go. 02.
02.
Yeah.
So you find, if you want to write this down, you find 8,000 silver pieces.
8,000 silver.
And you find $2,600 gold. Who's next? Who's next?
I do.
Give me a percentage.
27.
27. You find 6,000 gold pieces and 600 platinum pieces.
Oh, is this individually?
Mm-hmm. And then whatever you guys want to do with that, but yes, I'm giving you each one
okay.
treasure hoard of kind of the gold you can pick up. You guys can split it up later, but you guys are walking around stuffing stuff in pockets.
Right.
So
that's fair.
We'll see. You can do how you will, but yeah. So 6,000 gold, 600 platinum.
Hell yeah.
46.
46. 3,000 gold and 100 platinum. You're kind of limping along compared to some other people. You're like, still kind of burnt just a little bit. 3,000 gold pieces, 100 platinum.
$28.
28. You find 3,000 gold pieces and 1,000 platinum. You guys also find a handful of gemstones, which I'm going to roll for you later. Just because it'll just be a lot easier to do it that way. But also, get to this as well. That's what I'm looking for. That's not him. No, that's not him. Him. So, oh, I guess I have it right here. It's fine. Everybody roll me percentile as well. And then there's whoever wants to tell me first. Go ahead.
005.
005. Whopping. Give me 2d4.
4. No, 6.
6. You find 6 art objects worth 250 gold piece each. You're finding like ceremonial daggers and stuff like that. But again, you guys can do as you will with this, but
54.
54. Give me 2d4.
2d4. 4.
You find 4 art objects worth 250. And then roll, you said 54?
Yep.
Roll a d4.
D4. 2.
We will get back to that in 1 second. And Chris?
96.
96. Nice.
96.
Give me 2d4.
A 1 and a 2, 3 only.
You find 3 art objects worth 750. I'll tell you what they are next week. Since it's all random.
Yeah.
And then you said it was 96, right?
Yeah. 750 gold pieces.
Worth 750, damn. Nice.
Yeah,
Those are
3 of them
good.
were 750 each.
Those are good.
35.
35. Give me 2d4. You find 8 art objects worth 250. And then roll me a d6.
Oh, was those 3 all for my 96?
Yeah, but we're not done yet. I'll get back to that.
Dope.
We're 250 each. 250.
250 each. 8 worth 250. Yep. And then roll a d6.
Some good d4s up there.
One.
Oh.
All right. Jesse, give me percentage.
Los percentiles.
Looks like we do actually. Uh,
30. You find a potion of clairvoyance. Alex, roll me percentile twice.
Percentile twice.
What is my percentile?
It was a potion of clairvoyance. You're rolling out a magic item, random magic item.
Oh, and then the D6. Okay, the D6 is what that item was.
One of them.
43 and 89.
43. You find a spell scroll.
Okay.
You said 49?
89.
Sorry, 89. And you find a second spell scroll. I'll tell you what they are shortly. And I don't need that table, and I don't need that table. Because you rolled too high for both of those, and you rolled too high for that one as well. Which brings us to... Nope, I need to go one more past that. There we go. So, give me percentile. Oh, that'd be cool. 6 to 10 would be fun.
60.
60. You find really good plate armor. Seems to be magic.
Glad we all wear plate armor.
And then roll.
Into our shatter guy can see.
For yourself.
His plate armor looks way better than this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is magic. But, roll one more time, actually.
Percentile?
Yep, one more percentile.
13.
13. Yeah. Roll me a d6. Reroll a 6.
3.
3. You also find a really nice rapier. Give me a second. Roll me a d4 minus 1.
1.
Oh.
Like you rolled a 1 or you rolled a 2?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, you rolled a 2. Okay, perfect. So that means you have one little, has like one little gemstone on the blade of this weapon. You see a slot where it looks like 2 other gemstones have crumbled away and broken away. But, yeah.
Guys, holy fuck.
This is a luck blade.
We don't know what spells we got.
Of course you know what spells you got. You got...
And 89.
Roll me a d6.
D6. D6. 3.
And then roll me a d20.
And then a D20. Heard. D20 is 13.
There's a spell scroll of Tasha's otherworldly. It's otherworldly guys.
The guys, they're otherworldly.
8th level spell. And then roll me a d4.
D4. 2.
And a d20.
Off the 19 onto the 1.
And then Abedazzle's Horrid Wilting, 8th level spell.
Abedazzle's Horrid Wilting.
Abedazzle's.
What level is that spell?
8th level. But that's what you guys find in this place. If you want to pool and split your gold, you can.
Good going to, because it's got to support the ship.
Yeah, we gotta. We're doing this ship thing, and we're doing the ship thing.
Birthday.
Cool. So then I have the stuff set. I'll write it out and have it all set for you guys next week. So I'll have a list of everything you have. But how much silver did you get?
8,000.
8,000. And then let's see, gold. You got
2,600.
2,600. You got
6,000.
6,000. 3,000. You got 3,000 as well? 3,000. And then platinum, you got 600.
600.
And you got the platinum? Should have been 100.
Said
Did I say
1,000.
1,000? 1,000 platinum, that's fine. 100, okay. Yeah, so that's fine. Cool, so that gives us 600, and then 17. Cool. So I'll split that all out and I'll get it all set based off of everybody's positioning and treasury and stuff like that.
Sweet.
And that'll give the crew a little bit more. They'll take a small cut of that. And we'll get it all set.
Divvy up some shares.
I'll divvy that up. I'll write out what all the stuff is and you guys can split that out. But that brings us to 9 o'clock. So we will call it there. Because everybody's back, which is fun.
Next week.
Yeah, next week you'll be gone. We'll sort it out.
You're gone next week?
Where you got going?
Going to the East Coast.
Perfect.
Where at? Oh, yeah,
We will call it there. I'm going to shut
No
this
lie.
off. Thank you guys for watching us.
That's not
As we just kind of played along.
Maryland, Virginia.
And we'll see you next week.
Peace out.
There you go.